We're going to rise and shine. We're going to rise and climb. We're going to rise and give everything we got.
See, you always find yourself starting off on the right path. You start off, you're feeling good, you're running, you're doing everything that you need to do. But it starts to get harder. Things starting to push you back. Life starts to push you back. People start to push you back. Everything around you starts to crumble. You have nothing else left to give. But then you got to find something else. You got to turn on that grind switch. You got to get down and dirty and nasty if you got to. You got to do what necessarily is going to take for you to get what you want. You got to go out there with everything you got.
It's time for you to set yourself on fire and live life with passion and put yourself in a position to do the things that you want to do on a daily basis. Rise and grind, because the mindset of greatness knows that adversity breeds resilience, and that struggle leads to its next level success and bona fide brilliance. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Get up, get up, get up. Give every ounce of your heart, give every ounce of your soul. See, I woke up early, went to bed late. I'm in grind mode. You gotta see the sun in yourself to live in shine mode. You gotta understand it's not a sprint, it's a marathon in due time mode. If you're not where you wanna be in your life, it's time for you to live in redesign mode, refine mode. Don't you understand you were put here to win?
Don't be afraid of the hard work. Don't be afraid to grind a little bit harder. Don't be afraid to sweat a little bit. It's okay, man.
And I guarantee you will change your life, change the way you think, and you put yourself in position to expand, not shrink. Rise and grind. See, the mindset of greatness is obsessed with winning, and it sees the ultimate outcome right from the beginning. If you can't get up and get after it, how do you expect to win? If you can't get up and get after it, how do you expect to go to another level? If you can't get up and get after it, how do you expect to raise the championship banner on your life? It's time for you to change your perception, because the reality is you gotta put something in to get something out.
You're gonna have those bad days, but keep on grinding. You're gonna wanna quit, but keep on grinding. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very important part of your life. It is a decision that you have to make within yourself. No one is responsible for that.
When pressure begins to build called life, because life is going to bring you ups and downs and mountains and valleys. And I'm sure some of you in here, your backstory is full of ups and downs and good days and bad days. I bet some of you in here, your backstory is full of a lot more difficulties and some traumas and some things it's hard for others to comprehend. See, pressure, it can create diamonds or it can bust a pipe. Pressure's not the problem. Listen, to be honest, man, your life, what you faced in 2020 and 2021 and what some of you have experienced the last several years in your life, it's not going to be the most difficult thing that you probably have ever had to face. Maybe for some of you, it's been extremely painful. Maybe you've lost someone close to you of a trauma or an abuse or something really painful has happened. But for most of us, 2020 and 2021 won't be the most difficult thing that you've ever faced in your life. Life is about these ups and these downs, and it's about pressure and insecurities and just challenges. The challenge for you and me is, what will we do with the pressure that we're in? Will we allow the pressure to bust the pipe, or will we step into uncomfortable, step into our story, and to realize the pressure, the challenge, the difficult situation, if I grab a hold of it and take control of what I can control, which is me and my reaction and how I respond, that pressure can become something valuable like a diamond. Because there's a lot of characteristics and behaviors and habits that we develop. It's not that we set out and we began to have negative thought patterns and we didn't set out to have negative habits. A lot of times we're around certain people, and by influence, by the exposure, by the ability of us to being close to people, we sometimes just pick up tendencies. I'm sure some of you got some friends that say certain phrases or they talk a certain type of way, and next thing you know, you're kind of saying the same phrase. You're kind of saying the same tendency, and maybe even your mom or your dad are like, you sound just like so-and-so, right? Because we catch up and we catch things from each other. And so for me, what I caught from my dad when I was a kid, it was his coping mechanisms. You know, like I always say, it was the fake face, it was the fake smile, it was acting like everything's good on the surface, but when I was alone and I was looking in the mirror, man, I was struggling, but I was silent. I was screaming, but I was quiet. The truth of the matter is, I got to a place, even though I was in prison, I wasn't going to wait till tomorrow or next semester or next year or whenever I got released to begin my change. Right now, in the middle of my external uncomfortability, I was going to make a stand, and I realized hard work works. Make good choices, good things happen. There's never a wrong time to do what's right. Hard work and good choices will always create opportunities for your dreams, your plans, the things you've thrown against the wall to begin to be activated. I was in prison. My external situation seemed pretty difficult. It was uncomfortable, but in the moment, I was staying active of talking and communicating and making choices. And hard work and good choices will create opportunities in the middle of your chaos, in the middle of your storm. For me, I didn't serve 15 years because I would still be incarcerated until 2024. I've actually been released and been walking and living life and doing this since 2013. See, I got released 11 and a half years early. What happened is I found the courage in the middle of an uncomfortable situation and a storm that seemed hopeless, to be honest, to not be afraid to face the thing that I was the most afraid of, which was me. Because I promise you, transparency and accountability, using the people around you, but then also realizing that we've got skin in the game, which is called action, which is called choices, and doing our best to do the next right thing and treat people the way that we want to be treated. Doors and opportunities will always open in the middle of your storm. And I care what you have to say. And I care what your experiences have been. And I care about your journey. Don't lose the ability to know that you are a critical thinker. You have the ability to process, to think, to rationalize, to hear data, and to make conclusions. It's inside of you. Don't settle for anything less than real and authentic.
You want to go somewhere you've never gone? You got to do something you've never done. You got to say something you've never said. You got to go to a place in you that you've never even been. You're not sentenced to this life this way. You chose it.
I feel like on this side of COVID, like I've tried to even hit a different gear. Because one thing that I've realized over the last several years in my life, things that I take for granted can be taken from me. And so now any moment that I get a chance just to kind of lecture or to communicate or to challenge somebody to maybe do what I long for people to do, for me to do, not even you, but for me to even do. And that's to live a life where I wake up and I look in the mirror and I am determined to confront myself. I'm determined to have conflict resolution inside of myself. When I'm open and I'm honest with my behaviors and how I'm operating and what I'm doing with my time and my energy and my focus.
See, let me share something with you. The easiest thing I've ever done was to earn $1 million. The most difficult thing I've ever done was to believe it could happen to me.
We all want to do something. We all want to be somebody. We all want to go somewhere. If these things are going to happen, we've got to stop habitually gravitating to excuse. You've got a destiny to fulfill. You've got a purpose to walk into. You've got a test to pass. You've got dots to connect, rooms to walk in, stages to stand on, and tables to sit down at.
But you got to put a new mind in you. You got to get out of your mind. You got to begin to restructure your thinking.
I'm ready to do this for my family. I'm ready to do this for my mother. I'm ready to win for my father. I'm ready to make history and ready to do something that nobody ever thought I could do.
And we mistake the fact that we're supposed to be comfortable 24/7. Well, let me tell you something. Comfortable is equivalent to complacent.
It's not always about the accomplishment. It's about the effort.
I choose not to be a common man. It's my right to be uncommon if I can. I seek opportunity, not security. I want to take the calculated risk, to dream and to build, to fail and to succeed. I refuse to live from hand to mouth. I prefer the challenges of life to the guaranteed existence, the thrill of fulfillment to the stale calm of utopia. I will never cower before any master, nor bend to any threat. It's my heritage to stand erect, proud and unafraid, to face the world boldly and say, this I have done.
Who doubts you? I'm worried when you doubt you. Because when you doubt you, you can't get nothing done. When you doubt you, every little thing that gets in your way turns you back. When you doubt you, all of a sudden things just seem to be harder. But out of everybody who doubts you, you can't doubt you. You got to believe in you. You got to believe in your ability. You got to believe that you can win.
We get one opportunity to come this way. We get one shot. We got one life to live. Life is too short to make excuses.
So I just came to talk to the game changers and to the change agents who are willing to confront any part of you that's not speaking to your madly, wildly amazing future.
When somebody is in love with who they've been called to become, what they've been called to fulfill, what they've been destined to do, there is no day off.
I'm telling you, don't wait another moment. Don't wait another day. Don't wait another minute.
It's lonely. It's challenging. It requires discipline. It requires perseverance. It's a mindset. It's not over until I win.
People that make excuses are not connected to their destination. They don't have an end game. They don't have a goal. You have allowed yourself to become a weak link covered under the blanket of excuses. But I'm just wondering if there's anybody here that has a dream.
I am ready. Come on, come on. I am ready. Come on, let me hear you. I am ready. One more time. I am ready.
Consider this your wake-up call. What most people fail to realize is that pain is inevitable and it is unavoidable. There is no path in life without pain. Whatever it is that you're going after, whoever it is that you've been destined to become, you cannot have it. You will not become it without pain. You will face challenges and difficulties and giants, regardless if you are single, if you are married, if you are a stay-at-home mom, a stay-at-home father, if you are an entrepreneur, if you're working a 9-to-5, if you're an educator, if you are an athlete, if you are a musician, a singer, a producer, it doesn't matter who you are, what you are doing, pain is inevitable. If I'm gonna hurt like this, if I'm gonna bleed like this, if I'm gonna cry like this, let me cry because I'm in the best shape of my life. Let me cry because I'm conditioned to weather the uphill war. Let me cry because I'm building my relationship. I'm building my business. I'm building my legacy. Let me cry because it hurt, but there is a reward on the other end of my pain. Let me cry tears because I passed the test, because I gave it everything I had. Choose your heart. Everything in life comes with hardship. Make a decision. At some juncture, you will encounter pain. And the moment that you get acquainted with pain, You get acquainted with hardship. You realize that no matter what you do, no matter how much you study, no matter how much you plan, you will not be able to avoid a measure of pain. I don't care what it is, losing weight, I don't care what it is, a new eating paradigm, a new relationship paradigm, new thoughts, new behaviors. It doesn't matter what you're after, what you're looking to become. If you don't go to the gym, it's gonna hurt you. If you go to the gym, it's gonna hurt you. Your muscles are gonna tear. But on the other side of that pain, there is a reward. There isn't any regret. You won't regret taking care of your body. On the other side of making those healthy decisions, there is a reward. It's the reward of discipline. It's the reward of longevity. It's the reward of influence. It's the reward of power. Do you want results? Do you want a reward? Or do you want regrets? The decision is yours. It's all hard, so choose your hard. Pain is inevitable and it is unavoidable. Pick your pain. Everybody's got a plan until life knocks them out. Because we weren't ready for the pain. And when the pain came, we did not process it. Processing pain is a skill set you've got to acquire. It's a type of currency. If you want the future, if you want next level, if you want tomorrow, if you want to manifest, if you want this thing, I don't care what it is, then you're going to have to get acquainted with pain. The pain of discipline, the pain of growth, the pain of learning, the pain of giving, the pain of forgiving. It all hurts. So pick your pain, choose your heart. Because at some juncture in life, at some corner you're going to turn, you are going to encounter pain. And you've got to process that pain well. Hear me when I say it. Pain is unavoidable. It's hard to let go of the past. It's hard to give sometimes of your time, your talent, and your treasure. It's hard to balance work life. It's hard to acquire new skills. It's hard to be stagnant. It's hard to be a workhorse. It's hard to be lazy. It's hard to learn how to manage and cultivate relationships. It's hard to learn from your experiences. It's hard to turn your mess into your message. It's all hard. It's hard to hold on. It's hard to let go. But there's a reward on the other end of many of these hardships. You better choose reward or regret. There is always reward and regret attached to every decision that you make. Hope. Hold on. Pain ends. Pain does have an expiration date. And when that pain ends, another one will surface, but you will be strong enough because you endured the current pain well. Everybody wants resurrection, but nobody wants the pain of dying to themselves. There's a pain that hurts you, and there's a pain that changes you. So today, all I want you to do is make a decision to choose your heart.
Rise and grind. You can't lay around a 12 each and every day and expect greatness to come your way. It don't work like that. So you get out of this life exactly what you put into this life.
Control, alt, delete. Control yourself, alter your thinking, and delete negativity. Period. It's about manifestation. What have I been destined to become? Wake up! There's always another level.
Life is not responsible for how you take care of your own mindset. Life is not responsible for you having a positive attitude. You're not dead. You still have life. Your heart is still beating. And the journey must continue. Stop drowning and learn how to swim. Don't blame life because you fall down. Don't blame life because that relationship didn't work out. Don't blame life because that job did not turn out It is not life that's holding you back. You just gotta be a little bit tougher than your circumstances. You can't concern yourself about things that you have no control over.
What are you made of? What is your DNA? What is your mentality? What are the skill sets? Come on, start to write down the vision. What are your goals? What are your financial goals? What are your relational goals? What are your spiritual goals? Come on, start thinking about these things. You're still alive for a reason. Somebody died today, but you're still here listening. In this very moment, you have an opportunity. Seize the opportunity.
When you take that kind of action, when you have that dedication, when you show that kind of passion, when you put in that kind of work, you can't help but win. Because limits exist only in the mind.
You will meet many challenges. Many things will come at you. There are going to be times that you're going to want to give up, but you don't have the permission to do so. You must carry on the good fight. What good is your greatness if you don't stand on it? How can you hold on to who you really are inside if you let everything else tell you that you're not worthy?
And you got two options. You can give up or get up. This is your day. Get up and beat yourself from yesterday. What are you made of? What is your DNA? What is your mentality? What are the skill sets? Come on, start to write down the vision.
I need you to rise and grind. Oh, you're not hearing what I'm saying. I said it all starts with your mindset. See, the true definition of mindset is the driving force in the quest for success and achievement. A mindset that combines discipline, strength, confidence, and ambition is a powerful mindset.
Be faithful. Be productive. Put away the destructive mindset. Let the world know that you matter. Believe in every step that you take.
I know you've got some doubt and you've got some uncertainty and you hate the image that you see in the mirror and you hate the way your money looks and your relationships look and people that you've given your all to keep walking out on you. I know you feel stuck in reverse. I know you feel like you're underpaid and undervalued and overlooked. But listen, this is the day that everything changes. Get up, rise and grind. Get up and get after it.
That's what's gonna separate you from the pack. You're not scared to get uncomfortable. Rise and grind and wake up with a renewed spirit. Wake up with a renewed passion.
Just need you to be 1% better than you were yesterday. If you can be 1% better than you were yesterday, you're making progress.
I told you, I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock in the morning. Every day, 3 o'clock in the morning. And so there's some days when I wake up. I just woke up recently and it was 2:45. I looked at the clock and I said, look, between me and you, we got an agreement. It's 3 o'clock. It's 2:45 right now. Like, listen to me very closely. Technically, I have 15 minutes. Technically, I have 15 more minutes. I never told the world that I wake up at 2:45, ever. I say 3 o'clock. But when I looked at the clock said 2:45. And the average person in me said, E.T., just pull the covers back over you. It's okay. You got 15 minutes. But the phenomenal in me said, E.T., if you go back to sleep for those 15 minutes, there's no guarantee you're going to get up at 3 o'clock. If you go back to sleep right now, you might wake up and it's 4 o'clock. You might wake up and it's 5 o'clock. You might wake up and it's 6 o'clock. All you have is right now. Are those 15 minutes that sweet that you're gonna push back your dream, that you're gonna push back your goal? Everything you've ever wanted, son, you're right there. What is it? What is that one thing that you're saying that I am going to get this thing done and I'm gonna make my dreams become a reality. So I need you to do me a huge favor. I need you to do me a huge favor. I need you not only to want to be a beast when you leave this place. Huge favor. ET is asking you of one thing. When you leave this place, I need you to get in beast mode and stay in beast mode.
You got one life to live. It's time to get it done. Are you tired of just thinking about it? You're focused on the risk more than you are the reward. You're focused on the pain of the process more than you are the glory on the other side. You're listening to the wrong people. You're listening to the wrong voices. You are subscribed to the wrong programs of thinking. And you stop waiting to feel like it. Stop waiting for the conditions to be perfect. They're never going to be perfect. You're not going to always feel like it. You're not going to always see it. You're not going to always have a resource. You're not going to always have a handout. The question is, how bad do you want this? How bad do you want this? Are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to let go of some things? Are you willing to put the work in? Are you ready to be consistent? Are you tired of this version of yourself? The prize goes to the hardest worker in the room.
As an individual, I need you to get your schedule up. I need you to get your life up. I need you to get your words up. I need you to get your heart up. I need you to get your action up. I need you to get to a place that every single thing that you do is phenomenal so that the life you want to live, you can actually live that life. You're not putting forth 120%. You're not all in. Let me tell you something. If you get to that point, where you do exactly what you say you're going to do, you're going to get to the next level. All right, so let's get started.
Stop waiting to feel it. At the end of the day, you can listen to 1,000,000 motivational speeches, but you are going to have to wake up and make a decision to get it done. If you can hear my voice, if you are tired of where you are, if you are tired of not hitting your targets, if you are tired of not being aimed and intentional and assertive and consistent, you have everything you need to get started. Stop waiting for the weather to change in your life. Stop waiting for the perfect conditions. Stop waiting for a handout. Stop waiting for everybody to believe in you and cheer for you and affirm you.
Your dreams are phenomenal. In your dreams, your bank account is phenomenal. The life that you have for yourself is phenomenal. The things that you do, the way that you live, what you have is phenomenal. But you as an individual, you're average. And what I'm challenging you to do is to go from average to good, from good to great, and from great to phenomenal.
Enough is enough. I'm getting out of this place and I got stuff to do. I've got assignments to finish. I've got a destiny to fulfill. I am sick and tired. I'm no longer willing to tolerate this place of misery and pain.
Everybody's got a dream. Everybody's got a goal. Everybody wants something in life. But many of you in this room right now, your beast mode is idle. Your beast mode is not turned on. And when you leave this place, I'm telling you, your life is going to go to a whole nother level if you can learn to turn that switch on and keep that switch on.
Everybody's got purpose, right? Everybody's got a dream. Everybody's got something they have to pass or achieve or become. But we are generationally programmed to love convenience. And the truth of the matter is, it is so convenient to make an excuse. I want to give you just a few things that you can do to help you to stop making excuses, to help you to stop habitually gravitating to the place called convenience. Number one, you got to stop comparing yourself to everybody else. Rule number one, kill the comparison game. Well, I don't do it like them, and I don't say it like them, and I'm not as tall as them, and I'm not as strong as them, and I don't have the money that they have. I don't have the resources that they have. The reason why I couldn't do it is because my parents weren't there for me, and the reason why I didn't get to go to college on a full ride because my coach, he didn't create the highlight reel for the sports scholarship. The reason why, and so we're just programmed to blame everybody else. When will you look in the mirror and stop comparing yourself to everybody else? We compare ourselves to the way people look. We compare our stories to their stories and our relationship to their relationship. Every single day, the excuses that we make are like a warm blanket pulled over us, covering up the underlying issue of fear, the spirit, the personality of fear. The truth is that the reason why you haven't done it is because you're afraid. Maybe if you could just listen to this a couple times, maybe you'll stop making so many excuses, because the excuse is nothing but a cosmetic. It's makeup, it's a blanket, it's a convenience that we habitually gravitate to because it just makes us feel better. But the underlying issue, the underlying cancer, the inflammation is fear. We're afraid.
Be committed to being a champion. Be committed to being a warrior. Be committed to keeping your eyes focused on the prize. This is what you work for. You got to stay hungry. You got to trust yourself. You got to believe in yourself. You got to keep running that mile. When you run that mile, run another mile. When you start to feel tired, get into that second and third gear. When you feel that your grip is getting weak, find something else to get that grip strong again. Don't quit on you. Don't quit on this opportunity. Don't quit on your success. Don't quit on being the best of yourself. Why are you here? Take a good look at what you see in front of you. Look around you. Realize that at the end of it all, you must understand, if it goes down, you must make sure that you are the last man or woman that is standing. Standing strong. Standing hard. And ready for whatever may come.
When somebody is in love with who they've been called to become, what they've been called to fulfill, what they've been destined to do, there is no day off. There are no listen, I'm not a light switch. You can't turn me off. I can never get turned off. Every single day, I'm giving everything I have. That's how big my dream is. And so there's no excuse, there's no pain, there's no dilemma, there are no speed bumps, there's no distraction that can turn me off. I'm not a light switch. You can't turn me off. I want this thing every single day.
Let the world see something they have never seen before in you. Let them witness something special. Something unique. You're not done yet. Keep going. Keep fighting. Keep pushing. Keep breathing. Understand, this is the time, and this time is yours. Earn your keep. Earn your victory. And when you cross that finish line, look up to the heavens with your hands up high and take a deep breath. Because you made it.
If it's important to you, you're gonna find a way. You won't have to look for a resource. You will become resourceful. It's not always about the accomplishment. It's about the effort.
All right, so watch this. 3 things. Work. So what do I mean when I say work on your work? First, you gotta study your work. Are you hearing me? Like, you going to work every single day and you're not getting no better at it because you're not studying it. Like literally, you got to study your own work. I don't know if you play football or basketball. If you a teacher, look, if you a teacher, get you a camera and put it in the room. Stop letting the principal study your work. Stop letting the assistant principal, stop letting the administrator study your work. You should be studying your own work. You should be your own performance coach. You should be looking at what you do, how you do it, when you do it, why you do it. You should study your work. Number two, listen to me. We're taking it to another level. I critique your work. All right, I'm talking about examine it, measure it. So what I want you to do is from day to day, from week to week, from month to month, from year to year, I want you to critique your work. I'm my greatest critic. I'm not relying on comments on YouTube. I'm not relying on the feedback of others. I'm trying to constantly not just look at my work. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Not just study it, but I'm trying to critique it. I'm trying to evaluate. I'm trying to measure it, because there's no way you can get to another level if you can't measure it. You got to know where you are first to know where you're going. So I need you to critique your work. And the last one, I need you to reflect on your work. I need you just to step back from your own work sometime. Just step back from your work and reflect on it. Like, just really think about it, right? Think about how you do what you do. Think about all the moves. Like, really just step back and kind of just think. All right. So I need you to work on your work. Again, I want you to study it. I want you to critique it, right? Then I want you to reflect on your work. And I'm telling you, if you can do this, you're going to go to a whole other level. So stop just going to work. Stop just doing what you've been told to do. Stop just going to work. I want you to work on your work every single day, every single week, every single month, every single year. You should be better at what you do. Stop looking for a promotion. Stop looking for a raise. If you're not going to increase your performance, nothing else around you is going to increase. Look, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Do you want this thing as bad as you want to breathe? Because I hear what you said. E.T., I don't have no more room for growth. E.T., I can't take it to the... E.T., I've done everything. If you're still alive, you've not done everything you could do. If you're still alive, there's room for growth. I understand that I got to upgrade, that everything I do, got every day, every week, every month, every year, it's got to get better. And so for some of you, you're going to work. I don't know if it's basketball, if it's soccer, if it's sales, your education. I don't know what you're doing. But if you teach and you're the same teacher this year than you were last year, that's a problem. And so I need increased performance, because once you increase your performance, everything else increases. So here's the problem. This ain't for the weak and the uncommitted, okay? So mama, if they need to cut it off, tell them to cut off when you want to succeed. Don't watch it no more. But mama, it ain't no middle ground, mama. You either here or you're there. There's no middle ground. And so what I'm telling you is that you can't count the cost. When you want something bad, you can't count the cost, because if you count the cost and you see how much it costs, you might quit. You might give up. So you got to go in knowing that I don't count the cost. I do as many push-ups as it takes, as many sit-ups as it takes, as many reps as it takes. I study as long as it takes. I pay whatever the price is. Why? Because if I start counting the cost, I might quit. I might give up. I might surrender. Don't count the cost. This one is, listen to me. You don't count how many breaths you take. You don't count it. You don't count the cost on this one. I'm going to say two names, LeBron James and Dirk. All right? Both won a championship. Dirk won his championship. And listen to me closely. Dirk got the trophy. Look, Dirk at the club with the trophy. And if you look at Dirk a year after the championship, what do you see? You see absolutely nothing. If you look at his assists, if you look at his rebounds, if you look at his scoring, if you look at everything a year later, he actually went down. Ever since he won a championship, he's literally gone down. When you look at LeBron James, LeBron won a title, but if you study LeBron, everything went up. Everything. His assists went up. All right? His scoring went up. His defense went up. My man's shooting percentage has gone up. Everything has gone up. If you want more money, if you want a promotion, if you want to leave a legacy, you got to increase. You can't stay where you are and think things around you are going to grow. If you keep doing what you've always done, good or bad, you'll keep getting what you've always gotten. You just do what you got to do on this one, and then you look back when it's all over and you see the rewards. You look back and you see the accomplishments. You don't count it. You just look back and you see that you succeeded. So if you give me increased performance, hear me, increased performance is going to increase your pay. Increased performance is going to increase your response. Nobody's going to give you more responsibility if you can't handle the responsibility that you have.
The future is very expensive. I don't know what it is that you want to do, but everybody's got something they want to do.
Everybody's got something they want to become. Everybody's got somewhere they believe they've been destined to go. And oftentimes we don't hit these targets because we're not considering the cost. Then I just want to share with you things that you need to start sacrificing right now. Number one, your time. You got to get used to sacrificing your time. If you're going to achieve it, if you're going to become it, if you're going to go somewhere, then you're going to learn how to have to sacrifice your time. You can't have the future and you don't know how to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. You can't have the future. You will not be able to manifest if you're sleeping when the world sleeps. So you got to learn how to get up when everybody's sleeping. You only have 24 hours in a day. You got to learn to manage the time that is given to you. This means that you can't binge watch your favorite television show every day. This means that you can't be on social media every day. This means that you can't do whatever you want all day and think you're going to manifest and become this person and achieve this feat. It's not going to happen. Number two, you got to surrender comfort. I need you to get out of your comfort zone. If you're going to be successful, if you're going to achieve it, if you're going to become it, you've got to break out of your comfort zone. Some of you, you have financial goals, you have relational goals, you have health goals, but you're comfortable. You're comfortable in the current toxic relationship you're in. You're comfortable being overweight. But I'm just wondering if there's anybody that's listening to me that's just flat out tired of being comfortable. Number three, past versions of yourself. There is an irritation, there is an anguish and a pain that we all carry when we show up in a new season, the old version of ourselves. Every season requires a new version of yourself. Another version of discipline and focus and intentionality. So you got to sacrifice the old you. I know you keep celebrating small wins and what you accomplished 5 years ago, 2 years ago, what you did in high school. I need you to find a mirror and I need you to say goodbye to the old version of yourself. In the next 3 to 6 months, you're going to make you proud. The next thing that's got to go is fear, pride, and ego. For many of us, fear is disguised as rational and practical. And fear is disguised as a planning agent. I'm just planning out the process and I'm just gonna wait. I'm just kind of walking myself through everything and processing everything. And so fear disguises itself as process. And I'm talking to you. I need you to find a mirror and I need you to bind up the spirit of fear. And I need you to tell yourself, I am not afraid. I am not afraid. If you were to ask me, what do I fear? I don't fear starting. I fear never starting and sleeping on my potential. I'm terrified of not manifesting and becoming the version of myself I was destined to be. So the next thing you're gonna have to sacrifice is that vice. Now listen, I don't know what your vice is. If you're trying to lose weight, your vice could be ice cream, chips, cupcakes, cookies. If you're trying to be financially fit, your vice could be splurging on clothes and entertainment and food and recreation. Sometimes you're going to have to surrender that month, that quarter, that year. It takes a lifetime of discipline. Can you surrender what you have possessed? Can you surrender what is possessing you? Some of you are possessed by social media. It's no longer a servant, it is a master. Social media is a beautiful servant, but it is a terrible master. Can you surrender social media? Can you surrender your time? Can you surrender yourself? Can you surrender your mind? Can you surrender your will? Can you stop choosing what's killing you? If you're going to achieve it, if you're going to manifest, if you're going to do this thing, then you're going to need some stamina. Come on, believe it. Come on, you got to start speaking that stamina over your life, speaking that endurance over your life. Believe it, believe it. If you're going to be extraordinary, and you can't make ordinary sacrifices. There are levels to sacrifice. There's sacrifices that everybody makes. Sacrifices in every scene of our lives. and that there are some extraordinary sacrifices.
You can't have the future if you can't surrender something that's no longer serving you. You cannot manifest. You cannot become the next version of yourself. You cannot experience a higher quality of life unless you sacrifice. There are some things that you love too much. There's some people that you've kept in your life. They are toxic. They add no value. They are no longer serving your vision. It's time for the next version of yourself. Snap out of it. This version of you is not going to carry you in this next season. You're going to have to sacrifice who you used to be.
Be intentional about bringing forth positive transformation in your life. Your future self.
Your future self.
Your future self will thank you.
Imagine what your life would look like if you decided that you will not stay stuck. Imagine what your life would look like if you decided that you refuse to give up.
And I need the present day version of you to invest in your dreams. Because if you grind now, you, my friend, will shine later. No, it's not going to be easy. I'm not going to tell you that lie. There are going to be a lot of long nights. There are going to be a lot of days that you want to quit. There are going to be a lot of days that you trip, slip, and fall. And you have to muster up the energy to get yourself back up. But what you can never do is accept losing. You know the mindset, you know the mantra. You never lose. You only learn. And I promise you, all of the hard work that you're putting in today will pay off.
And we've got to learn how to execute the day. Give us this day. We've got to learn how to execute the day, that you conquer the day. What is it that you can do today to get closer to the fulfillment of that future, to get closer to the manifestation of the future?
A few years from now, will you be living the life you've envisioned? Or will you be frustrated or disappointed because you set goals, but you did not take them seriously? Don't negotiate with yourself when it comes to following through on the commitments you have made. Your future self needs you to have the courage to keep going when you face an intimidating challenge.
And sometimes you have to extend your hand and hope you're in a circle where somebody will extend the hand back and help pick you up. Because you can't always do it by yourself. Sometimes you got to ask the right question. Sometimes you got to be soaring with the right eagles. And they can pull you along until you get yourself in the right mindset.
And then we've got to be kind, not only to others throughout our process, but we've got to be kind to ourselves. The problem with many of us is that we're not kind to ourselves. Be kind to yourself. You can be assertive, you can be direct, you can be firm, but you can have a little empathy and a little kindness, not only on others, but on yourself. Because the truth of the matter is you are not going to always feel like doing what you were designed to do. And so we've got to condition ourselves for the stretch. With gratitude, we're going to need that coupled with patience. The future takes time to manifest. The future takes time. You're going to have to acquire a different set of skills, a different work mentality. It's going to require you to become a different version of yourself. Remember why you're doing what you're doing. It may be difficult, cumbersome. It may seem impossible. It's difficult, but I'm determined.
You push through the pain and get back up each and every time. I need you to believe that in your heart of hearts. You cannot be broken. You're an unbreakable force. And everything that you're doing right now will eventually pay off in the long run. You gotta believe that. You gotta know that. Just look around. All of the people that you see shining, they're only shining because of consistent, relentless grinding.
Your daily decisions, your habits, your programming, the way that you think, the way that you talk, the way that you walk, blood, sweat, tears, sacrifice, people that you have to let go, sleep that you have to lose, multiple jobs that you have to work, hours on end of study, beating on your craft every single day. It's not easy, but it's worth it. There are going to be nights you're going to cry yourself to sleep. There are going to be times you're going to want to throw in the towel. But if you keep going, your future self will thank you. If you could hear your future self talking to you now, the future you would say, thank you for not giving up. I believe in the future.
Turn your haters into your motivators. And never let anybody else's opinion be bigger than your own. Understand the struggles that you go through are helping you to get to your destiny. The adversity and hills that you have to run, the mountains that you have to climb, it's taking you to greatness. So I'm telling you, don't run from the adversity. Don't run from the problem. Because if you don't face it, you can become it. It's gonna make you stronger. It's gonna make you better.
Because you're overcoming the sour taste of now to get to the sweet taste of later. You adjust to all the different personalities of your teachers and professors and enjoy those that are super cool, but stay mentally prepared for those that are stressors. Blessings seem to find you because the universe conspires to make sure everything falls into place because you've got so much heart, passion, and desire. Your fire keeps burning, but at times it starts to fizzle. But you remember you owe it to your future self. And that gas turns that fizzle into a sizzle. You want to leave a legacy and contribute to the greater good. So for now, it's the uncomfortable, discipline, and sacrifice. Because to cash out in the future means today you got to pay the price. So that means when your friends ask, can you go? Your heart wants to say yes, but your willpower says no. Because Mr. Jones Thermochemistry 3202 ain't no joke. And so you gotta be locked in and stay woke. Because he's all about business. And his class. But you will pass this class, and you will pass it with flying colors. Because you, my friend, are an academic hustler. And thus you put in the time, the effort, and ask all the right questions to make sure all of your take the negative vibe. It's time to remove them from your circle and find yourself a positive tribe. Because misery loves company. But that misery cannot have any of your companionship. Because everybody on your team is working as a unit to come back and win the championship. You owe it to your future self to make money moves in and out of the classroom. Because time waits for no one. And whether you succeed or fail, it will pass soon. Walk with character and integrity, so your reflection in the mirror is who you want to see. Your future self is counting on your current self to set the tone and make sure your future is not only bright, but powerful and strong for mediocrity. Your future self is counting on your current self to never take shortcuts and never lack integrity, because a day will come for you to walk with character and have clarity. Greatness is your destiny, but at times you must reboot your mental computer, because every step you take today will directly affect your future. This.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. We're so super excited today. Why? Because today is not an ordinary day. Good morning, everyone. I believe we're good. I believe we're hale and hearty. We woke up, some of us haven't slept well in preparation for this, but then we thank God. Good morning, everyone. I'm so super excited to be here today. And if you are here, please count yourself very privileged to be here. Okay? I want to appreciate the president, our president, Ambassador Dr. Michael Okoli, for giving me the privilege to anchor today's mega event, right? I also want to appreciate my fellow G8 leaders and all the leaders here present. All right, quickly, I have an assignment before I even say anything. See, that link, that YouTube link, what I need you to do right now is to quickly forward it, not in a group, send it to individuals, 5 individuals. And these individuals could be people in your team, anybody that comes to your mind that you've shown this business. Maybe people that have made part payments or people have made commitments. Immediately, as I'm saying it, in the next 1 second, send this to everybody you can think of right now. Maybe 5 people. Or if there are more than 5, that's okay. Quickly do it. Once you do it, come back here and say done. Quickly. We have 30 seconds to do this. Once you've done it, type done. Once you've done it, type done. I am looking out for it. I'm looking out for it. Once you've typed it, type done. Quickly. Let's do this. All right? Awesome. Once you've done it, type done. Once you've done it, type done. Type done. Quickly. All right. So we're going to start immediately. We will need 2 volunteers. All right. We will need 2 volunteers so that we can bring in we have 3 cardinal points in Century 24 Freedom Group. The number 1 thing is we commit our business to the Almighty God. So I will need 2 people immediately that are going to, I believe, or we could even go to, okay. Moderator, please, we may have to bring in 1 person here who is a Muslim brethren, okay, so that we can push this. All right. Alternatively, we could start with a Christian prayer and then we'll end with a Muslim prayer. All right. So I'm looking at time, and before we bring in and bring on, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to end with a Muslim prayer. So Father, we thank you. We appreciate you for today. We give you glory for this amazing time. Thank you for all the strides we've made. Thank you for blessing us, and we've come quite a long while, but you've always been with us. Thank you for all the journey mercies. Thank you for all the expansions. We give you glory. Without you, we will not have been able to do all of this. We thank you because you've been the factor behind us. Behind all the effort, you've been the factor. We thank you for our leaders, especially our president, Ambassador Dr. Michael Okoli, for wisdom, for giving him understanding to lead us. We thank you for the impact we've made and the impacts we're making and the impacts we're going to make. We thank you that today you're going to give us the ideas that we need to flow. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for blessing us immensely with all the things we need. We thank you all of this. Father, we thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. Right. Okay, let's kick off immediately. So, those of you that have done this, I appreciate you. I can see that some people have done this. You carried out the assignment already. Thank you for carrying out the assignment. Thank you so much. All right. Without wasting time, why are we here? What are the expectations? But first, I'm not just going to say this or say that. We start with our mission, our vision, and then I'm going to round it up with why we are here. Do you understand our expectations before I hand over immediately to the next person? All right. I promise you this is going to be very fast. So stay, because our president will be talking to us. Do not miss that block of time when our president is going to be talking to us. I'm not going to tell you when, but if you are smart, if you are patient, you're going to see him. You're going to hear directly from him. All right? Okay, very well. So our mission and vision statement. Our mission and vision statement, because we're a people. We are guided by our mission. We're guided by our vision. And our vision is what drives us, because God gave us this vision and we have to live out this vision. All right? I believe you can see my slide. Our vision is to raise a financially free people who will in turn raise other financially free people that will collectively use their resources and affect the world positively. All right? I'm going to use our resources to affect the world positively. And how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? The mission is to raise 50,000 monthly millionaires in the connected economy who will in turn do what? Usher in the next generation of world changers. And this is so key to us. Why? Because we are raising a generation, a people for a time, for a season, so that we can move, and then accomplish that which God has given to us to accomplish, so that we can do good wherever we find ourselves. All right. Now, I remember when I joined this business, things were really, really tough for me. Life was so bad. Life was so tough. But guess what? It was this same vision that helped, to galvanize not just me now, but those of us that started at that time to move from where we were to where we are today. And it's still a journey. All right. It's still a journey. Imagine living in an uncompleted building, being homeless, and then it was on your life. We needed to own our lives, and it was important for us to own our lives. But thank God, this same commission moved me from where I used to be to where I am today. And this is why I am so certain that if you are here, the same thing that has happened to numerous people, we have a lot of testimonies, the same will also happen for you. Do you understand? So I am not going to tell all my stories right now because I'm the moderator, so I'm going to find time, pockets of time to show you pictures, my before and after, what we ordered for and what we finally received, But in this case, what we ordered for and what we received was actually more than what we ordered for. That's it. All right. So, having said that, what are the expectations? Please don't lie to yourself today. If you don't have your team members here, you're not helping yourself. You're not helping them. Remember what we're saying here. What we say here is that you have to help other people. And how do you make that happen? You can only make that happen when you decide to do the needful. And what's the needful? The needful is that you need to bring in everybody in your team, including the old people, including those that are not in the business right now, including the people that you're talking to, that whether they've made part payment or they've made a partial payment or commitment. Get everybody in here so that they will understand the vision behind what we're doing. Do you understand? Expectation is that you cannot be lying down on your bed and you are listening to this. No, now you will sleep off. Today is not the day to slack. You are going to get so much value today because all the G leaders will be here present. And most importantly, our leader, Ambassador Dr. Michael Okoli, will be speaking to us. Make sure you pay attention. Make sure you galvanize your people to be here. Make sure those your family members that have seen you do this business and they're like, they've brainwashed you, say, okay, come and see what happened. Let them in. And the good thing is it's on YouTube. So they can plug it in. They can be doing what they're doing, but they're plugged in. But for you that you know what you're pursuing, don't make the mistake of being distracted. Today, you can't be distracted. Why? Because at the end of today, my goodness, at the end of today, there shall be a day of reckoning. Because some of you, after today, your business will never be the same again. I promise you, you can take it to the bank. I guarantee you 100%. All right? So you galvanize yourself. Make sure you are here. Make sure you are ready. And then let's receive the blessings. Like I said, I will be telling my story as we move along. And I'm rooting for you. Why I want you to root for me, please, because I want to win the best anchor for the year. All right. Okay. So without wasting much time, I know the next speaker is already waiting on the wings. And ladies and gentlemen, like I said, if you've not sent the YouTube link to at least 5 people individually, please do so now. Some of you that are coming in now, somebody sent you the link. Quickly do the same. Do you understand? Quickly do the same. Freely you've received, freely also give. Oh yeah, quickly do the same. While I make welcome none other than the man, the legend, an amazing personality, someone that has, this guy has stood the test of time. He has seen it all. He was in recession before Nigeria went into recession. Then we didn't even know Nigeria was going to go into more recessions. But then he was even in recession before then. Permits me to welcome none other than the champion's mentor, Ambassador Doctor. Somebody added doctor to his name, and I said, well, really, I didn't even know. Kelechi Anodere. We call him the neutron. The neutron. He bulldozes his way and he gets his way with this business. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome the neutron as he comes in to bless us with what he has. All right? So let's give it up for him. If you're not clapping, you are wrong. If you are not clapping, you are wrong. The neutron, are you ready? Are you ready, the neutron?
All right, thank you so much. Can you hear me? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our meeting for this morning. I have a small task to handle here today. And the task is to tell you how far we've come. Someone saw me and asked me, what makes you guys tick? Why is it that you guys are able to push through no matter what is happening? And today I'll tell you why. And I'll be telling you our journey so far, how we grew, how we came up in the system. Before I got into this business, I was going through a lot of difficulties, cash flow difficulties. I came from a background of information technology. I was making money then, but at a point, my business totally crashed. I didn't like the fact that I couldn't take care of my family. I didn't like the fact that I was in court for house rent. I was in court for office rent. I didn't like any of those facts, and life was tough. Things were difficult for me. But in the heat of the moment, at the darkest times in my life, I got connected to this system. I saw this system on the 5th of February, 2016. And that marked the beginning of the best days of my life. And by the grace of God, through this system, I've been able to walk. I've been able to raise a lot of people who are doing a lot. And I've been able to give myself the good life that I believe I am worthy of. And I'm not there yet. I am still on the way, right? Right now, I'm going to take you through our journey so far in this business, in our journey. And I want you to pay attention. I want you to listen. By 8:25, I'll be out of here. And I'll be very, very fast. Pay attention to what you will hear right now, because this is how we came in this business. 7 amazing years from grace to grace. Remember the story of the Chinese bamboo that was planted in the ground. And for 5 whole years, that Chinese bamboo was in the ground. It didn't grow. It didn't pop out of the ground. It spent 5 years building this group. And after 5 years, that Chinese bamboo popped out and began to grow, began to grow, began to grow. And in just 2 weeks, the height of over 75 meters. As they cut it, that is our story in the La Buena Vida. We started this most beautiful journey on the 13th of March, 2016, when we launched the Own Your Life campaign. As at that point in time, I've been doing the business for a few months, but things have not really been taking shape. And we knew we needed to do something different to change our destiny. The Own Your Life campaign was launched. We find Own Your Life campaign as a way of trading, campaign collateral, and guess what? We did that. We showed people ways. We launched the Own Your Life. unit of life. Some of us, shortly after we started, at the time when many of that is me running the business from the staircase. Right? That is me. At all. When nothing was available, we kept on doing it. Please also the All right, I'm back. Don't worry about the network. I believe it won't happen again. All right. So, like I was saying, this was when we launched the life campaign. We went to Global to announce that we have come. Just a handful of them, and they were laughing at us. Right? They were laughing at us. But yet we went ahead and we did our registration, did our launch, did our registration, and we did the life campaign. Inside the event hall, we did the life campaign. It was packed full, right? So full that we had to even run some physical presentation outside. We had to draw the circles that we keep telling you to draw. Outside, one by one. Myself, Ambassador Go, we are then drawing the circles on the wall, and people are joining. This was our office when we started the Only Life campaign. Everybody passed one little office as Ambassador. And the entertainment officer. All sat down there and then we started to split into other smaller offices. So, telling a very kind of this is our personal hub, police, tiny hub, right? Tells you how powerful, how dedicated we are. And time was not a problem for us. We needed to run our business like that. Ambassador one year and Ambassador having mind. And of course, they continued this line way night and well into it. And we kept on doing it. We had so many factors working against us. What we done, what we started in business. For one, we had no money, no system, no tool, no experience, no credibility, no office space, no support, no structure. We had to form everything by ourselves. Despite these difficulties, we persisted. We announced our arrival nonetheless. We went to England. We told them that we are here. We are here to win. We are here to win. But people laughed at us. They laughed at us. They laughed so hard that we almost doubted our dreams. But we persisted, right? And then that turned to physical assault. What with us? They tried to stop us. They waylaid us. They beat us up in different places where we went to run presentations. They felt we were taking their prospects, but yet we persisted. And when they couldn't hold us down, they began to slander us. They lied against us. They went to the board of directors. They told them so many things against us. But you know what? We persisted. We continued to run this system. We were branded as a scam on social media. If you look at social media now, look at it on your screen now, you will see La Buena Vida is a scam from Naira Land. When you see here another one, you see my name in yellow there, calling us a scam, right? They say, go and watch his videos, you will see what he's talking about. Then that is me from Naira Land. Somebody came to the presentation, took my picture, and went to Naira Land and broadcasted my picture. Even put our interest form on screen, on Naira Land for everybody to see. Trying to talk us down. We continued. But you know what we did? We persisted. Because we knew where we were going. And they came to buy our conscience. They came to buy our conscience. So many companies came to us. They told us that they would pay us millions of naira to leave the Own Your Life campaign, to leave M Global and come join them. But you know what we did? We resisted them. We resisted them. went ahead and we continued. But it was quite draining because there were so many pressures on the board. Despite the pressures, we persisted. We had some core things driving us. Our hearts were pure. We had a huge dream. Our vision was clear. Our destination was clear. We were determined to succeed. We needed to assist those who were less privileged than ourselves. We were prepared to die for success. And we knew we must produce 2,000 monthly millionaires. And with God on our side, we knew that we would never give up, and we were good. And we continued. And guess what? It all gradually started to work out. We began to make money in the business. We began to travel the world. We went to the Canyon Cove in the Philippines. We went to Ethiopia and stayed at the Starlight Hotel. We took the best tea in Ethiopia. We went to Las Casas Filipinos de Acusa, one of the most expensive resorts in the world. We stayed at the Twin Tower Hotel in Manila, Philippines. We've been to Seychelles. We've seen the sunset in Mauritius. We've traveled the world. We've had good laughter in some of the most beautiful places on earth because we said yes to this amazing, beautiful business. We've seen the 7-colored earth, where the earth had 7 different colors in Mauritius. We've gone, we've crossed the risk factor bridge that connected 2 mountains in Mauritius. We've gone zip lining, and of course, we've traveled to various places in the world. Just because we said yes, and we continue to resist, we continue to persist to run this world. This was when we went to the Philippines the first time. Just a handful of us. The next year, so many of us went to the Philippines. It's quite an exciting adventure. But we knew we needed a vehicle for the people. But the current vehicle this life campaign was not enough to take us to where we want to get to. But we decided to launch the La Buena Vida. And we did this launch, and we decided to go and build massively. We had a mission with the La Buena Vida: raise 50,000 monthly millionaires in the community and to usher in the next generation of world. And our vision was quite clear: we raise the financially free, who will in turn raise other financially free, who will collectively use their resources and affect the world positively. This was our vision, and with this vision, we began to run. We began to do what we needed. And as of today, the La Buena Vida is over 1 million strong and counting. Countless members are earning over ₦1 million monthly. Thousands of our members earning in excess of 200,000 naira every year. Our members now pay fees for children all around the country. We've run the family project, we've run the care project where we take care of people in the hospitals, and of course we run the La Buena Vida care. So our president will now shortly tell us more about the La Buena Vida care that we don't leave this meeting very, very soon. We tell us about that. And we launch. During our launch, we do this one available in the and we pass the platform. And all glory to God. We have the most powerful system ever had. We have the most effective diplomatic system. We have the most modern business. Buena Vida, yes, business Africa. We have not even started. We have not even started. Yes, the Buena Vida when we launched, and ladies and gentlemen, the Buena Vida is here. We're here to conquer. We are one team, we are 8 nations, and we are champions. Don't leave this meeting. The entrepreneurial mentor is showing up. He will tell us a couple of things that will blow your mind and lead us to the next one. Thank you so much, everyone, for being with us here. Next, I will be bringing the vision mentor himself in the person of Ambassador. All right, Ambassador Ifeanyi, please, I hand back to you. Thank you so much. God bless you.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for keeping to time. Awesome. Let's put it all together for the neutron. Let's give him some round of applause. Give him some emojis. Appreciate him for, bringing out his, sometimes I feel very nostalgic when I see the journey so far. And then I just start thanking God that, boy, you mean I used to be like this? Awesome, awesome. I know some of you also looked at some of your leaders. You saw their heads and all of that. Very well. Ambassador Abalson used to say that my present is your future. My present is your future. My past is your present. That's all he used to say. All right. Without wasting much time, let's make welcome my leader. I call him my leader because he's my upline. None other than the man whose voice reverberates whenever he talks. The man that is not afraid to face fears. The man that conquered poverty. The man that trekked the whole of Abuja and conquered Abuja. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy needs no introduction. That's the truth. He needs no introduction. Why? Because he has done it all, he has seen it all. Let's make welcome none other than Ambassador Dr. Obianefo Uchechukwu Esimai, as he comes in to tell us what makes us tick. Awesome. Let's give it up to him. Let's put our hands together. Let's put our hands together. Let's appreciate him as he takes his seat. Ambassador, are you there?
Yes. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. My time just started, and this is going to be a wonderful time to share with us why are we doing this business? What makes us tick? You see, this is a very important assignment, because if you don't understand why you are doing certain things, you are meant to abuse it. And if you don't want to abuse anything, then you need to understand why you're doing what you're doing. So I want to celebrate every one of the 8 nations. I want to appreciate the president, Ambassador Michael Okoli. I want to appreciate all of our partners, far and wide, wherever you are. And we're going to start quickly. I've wondered, how come is it that after these many years, these men and women are still together? What is going on? Why have they not dispersed? Why have they not scattered? We simply have a vision. And it's very simple. To raise a financially free people will in turn raise other financially free people who will collectively use their resources and affect what? Generation. The world. Chase vision and not after money. Don't chase money, which that wasn't how it was in the beginning. Of course, through our elite leader, and that is Ambassador Michael Okoli, subjecting himself to the core calling of God. He kept us telling us, reminding us, no, see, we need money, but then we need to understand we are doing this for a purpose, and the vision is clear. At some points, it was evident that we needed that quick money. But what constrains a man from deviating is when the vision is clear. So at those points, we need so much money, and therefore we keep getting solicitations from other businesses telling us, abandon this one, come and join this. The reason we remained steadfast was because our vision was clear. Nothing more, nothing less. We understood we were entrusted with a generational assignment. It was an understanding. It wasn't by chance. And of course, we must give account. Now, this is one of the things that made us count. There are 3 basic things. Vision is the one. Number two is, how do we enter this vision and clear it? How do we execute? Therefore, we had to what? Because this is what we have as an assignment has begun to materialize. And we see it every single day. Raising leaders across the globe. And that is one of the things that make us tick. The second one is the power of self. Chase 1,000 and two, for they are, for what? For now, it's 65. So whether it's the Bible, whether it's the Quran, we understood this principle that one person can do so much. But imagine if you add two. One shall chase 1,000, two shall chase 10,000, not two shall chase 2,000. Are you understanding? It is in multiplicity. And because we understood it, that is why we have not broken. All the leaders can stand steadfast individually. But why are we still together? Why haven't we broken up? Because number one, we have a vision, the assignment is clear, and we cannot hit this assignment working in reason that makes us tick. Is we want now to build to last. The only way we can get to this vision is if we build to last. Therefore, even when we faced obstacles, we remain standing. We were able to persevere, and we were focused, even to the extent that people were calling us names, like Ambassador Kelechi rightly said. They castigated us, called us Ponzi schemes and stuff. But then because we wanted to build to last, it was very simple. Some of you are here and you're asking yourselves, that's true. I've gone to the internet and I've gotten a prospect who eventually went to the internet and they said that, oh, look, this is a scam. And I told them, look, it's not about what they see. And please listen to me if you're a partner. It's not about what you see. It's about who you are. If you search La Buena Vida, is it a scam? It will give you a report that is a scam. If you search La Buena Vida, is it good? It will give you a good report. So when people ask this, I simply ask them a very simple question, because we're living in times where people get the answers they deserve. So if you ask negative questions, you will get negative answers. If you have positive, ask, could you believe? Because we all know La Buena Vida is instituted to liberate souls, right? So how come it is that you go to Google and search, is La Buena Vida a scam, and you still get a result? It is because there are bad people amongst us and they put it out there. People have different opinions of everything. If I told you that if you and type something, is water bad? Have you ever thought about it? You drink water, since you were born, you've been told that water is good. There's no, you can't take excess water. Water is not bad, right? Can I challenge you? Go on the internet, Google disadvantages of water. This is what I found. Disadvantages of drinking water. Excess consumption of water may cause symptoms like nausea, diarrhea, headaches, disorientation. High intake of water may put pressure on the. What does that tell you? And anything you look for, it's negative, you will see it on the internet. Anything you look through are for negative answers. If you're a positive, so what do you tell your people for negative? You ask them, are you a negative person? That whatever they seek, they'll get it on the internet. So La Buena Vida, this was how we persisted. Why? Because we understood that we wanted to build to last. And these are the three major things that make us tick. And because we wanted to build to last, what did we do? We burnt our bridges. So some of us coming from the IT world, we burnt that bridge, never to go back. Some of us coming from the banking institution, we burnt that bridge, never to go back. So, why? Because we wanted to build to last. We were sick and tired of, I have money today, I don't have. Cannot be broke to empower people and a generation. How is that possible? It is not possible. So these are the things that make us tick. Number one, our vision, power of synergy, building all these things put together. We are unstoppable. Family members, we will deliver our community. It is an assignment, and we will be held accountable by God. With this mindset, we cannot be stopped, not by man, assignment from above. And some of you have seen my, to the extent that I was owing 3 million naira. The people I was owing put me in a police station, made me sign an undertaking that every couple I was making must be used to clear out the debt. I worked in Abuja without touching my salary for 11 months, 3 weeks. The people I was owing made me sign that. And I trekked from Wusetu to Garaki. How is it possible that such a person who couldn't afford to pay out 1 million naira debt after a year of working without touching his salary could begin to raise hundreds and hundreds of monthly millionaires? It is because of the vision. It is because of the understanding the power of synergy. And of course, it is because I had and developed the mindset with other leaders to build to last. I release this power to you that you may begin to operate by vision and not by money. Begin to understand the power of synergy, partnership, that you can do it alone. I release this audacity and anointing to you to know that all the while you've been trying to hustle to make money, but it is time. Next person on the line, please, Ambassador Sam, to the end.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ambassador Dr. Obianefo Simai. We bind, we cast, we bring down the strongholds that will make us not to hear our leaders as they speak to us in the name of Jesus. Network, something must be wrong with you. Thank you so much, Ambassador. We're able to get a lot actually from what you told us. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time again for another assignment. Thank you so much, Ambassador Nefo. Thank you so much on what made us stick. What made us stick? Why did we stick together regardless? Right? Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to go back again. Pick up that link again. Pick up that link. I know you would have remembered 5 other people. Your dad, your mom, your sisters. Oh yeah, send it to them. And some of them will say, this must be by error. This must be a mistake. Tell them, no, it's not a mistake. I want you to join. I told somebody, I've missed you so much. They say, oh, I want you to join this link now. I just remembered you. I want to join this link now. I sent it to the person. And I believe the person is here. Why? Because I actually care about this person. If you care about anybody, send the link to the person, because this is going to change everybody's life. All right. So having said that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you to join me. I'm bringing a lady of substance, a woman of value, someone that is crazy, like when it comes to creating wealth, when it comes to mentoring people, when it comes to raising a people, a woman of faith, someone that is willing to attempt anything. Let it be that I'm attempting it and I failed, but let me attempt it. This is the only lady amongst the G8. Her nation is live and well and thriving. Ladies and gentlemen, when we speak about someone that has benefited, someone that is an example of what an Amazon project could produce, we think about this lady. Join me as I make welcome none other than Ambassador Aderonke Adikemi Koshemani. Let's make welcome Ambassador Ronke as she takes her seats. And guess what? She's going to break down for us our philanthropic activities. Give her the emojis. Ladies in the house, this is yours. Bring her in.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Awesome. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm excited to be here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wow, wow. It has been an amazing time so far. And I'm so honored to be the next speaker. I'm going to be doing something very simple. Two major things I'm going to do today. First of all, I'm going to share my story. I was wondering, almost everybody knows my story already. Are you sure I should share my story? But then at Eric Worre's training, he said something. Eric Worre shared his story again. I was like, this guy has shared his story 1 million times on GoPro, but he's still sharing it. So I realized that we must keep on sharing and sharing and sharing our stories so that people will understand where we are coming from and then also know where we are going to. So I'm going to be sharing my story again. I'm going to be adding some parts to it. Secondly, I'm going to be telling us our philanthropic activities so far. What have we done so far? I tell people that if you're making money and you're not making an impact, if you're making money, you're not helping people, then you're not really helping people as much as possible. You're not really hitting that impact. So we have made a lot of money from the business. We have thousands of people that are making money, but we have also helped a lot of people, the less privileged, and I'm going to be talking about that. But let me jump into my story. I'm going to tell you 3 major blessings that the business has given me. 3 major blessings the business has given me. The first thing is it has developed me. It has developed me. That's the first blessing that this business has done for me. Many years ago, if some of you had seen me then, thank God for our founder who sees potential in people. I did not look like where I am today. So many goals, so many dreams. My salary was slashed down. I'm one person, I'm not afraid of hard work. I had worked hard for many years. Nothing was happening. You see me, I've done many businesses. I've done tourism, done catering, I've worked in government, I've worked in private sector. I've done it all. I've been hustling from a very young age. But nothing seemed to work. Things did not seem to meet until I saw the business. The business helped me, developed me. I had limiting beliefs in myself. I didn't think I could be great. I didn't think many things could happen for me. But the business helped and developed me. And then 3 months, I was able to raise 594,000 naira. At that point, I resigned from my job and I decided I would never work for anybody again. And things have totally changed, okay? It has helped me to achieve my dreams. I don't know about you, but I love to travel. I'll keep on talking about traveling. I don't think anybody loves to travel like me. When I'm stressed out, I travel. When I'm not feeling very well, I travel. When the Nigerian economy is disturbing me, I love to travel. I know a lot of you are like me. And the business has given it to me. Let me tell you the truth. If I had worked in UN, if I had worked in the best banks, because I have friends that work in all these places, I wouldn't have been able to do this. If I had stayed in my other businesses, I would not have been able to do this. I've been able to travel on 1,000,001 vacations. So many things that the business has done for me. But the number one thing is changing me, moving me from poverty, from stress, from lack. When it's time for me to parent, I'm thinking, I'm having headache, I'm scared, I'm having hypertension. But the business has taken all that away, made me start living a soft life. I don't want a case where, for the Gen Zs in the house, I don't want a case where you will walk, you go explain tire, no evidence. I don't want that. But in this business, you work hard, you can travel, you work hard, you can buy cars, you can do a lot of things. Like I told you, when I'm stressed, I travel, right? This year, after the election was really stressful and all that, and then the economy and all that, I was so stressed. I said, you know what? What do I do now that I'm stressed? Let me travel. Traveled. That's what that's how I heal my stress. And if you stay in this business long enough, you can heal your stress through traveling. The business can provide that for you. Another thing that the business has done for me is the ability to help those around me, to help my family. I've done a lot of things, but I'll just talk about the two people who brought me into the world. You know, I'm Yoruba, like you obviously know. And one thing that Yoruba people do is that they spend most of their monies on education. My parents spent most of their money on education, sending us to the best schools because that's what they knew. But then I came out and realized that education was no longer the key to success. They've changed the padlock. So I was depressed. I was sad. What do I do? But because of this La Buena Vida business, C2 Energy business, I've been able to help my parents. The things that they couldn't do for themselves because they were sending us to schools, I've been able to do it for them. Bought my mom a car during the COVID lockdown, and I also bought my dad a car. That same year, 2 cars in 1 year because of this business. What will I have done? I'm 31. You know, I'm one of the few people that like to say their age. Why? Because, you know, you hide your age when you're not proud of what you have achieved. Just 31 years old, and I've done all these things because of this business. It can happen for you two guys as well. If you're here, you're listening to me, you made a part payment 2, 3, 4 years ago, this month or last month, and you are still contemplating, pick up, you better make your payments now and complete it so you can join the moving train. But when I took this car to my father's office, his colleagues were saying, in this economy, how are you able to do it? What is going on? And I said, it is the La Buena Vida business that did it for me. So that's the second thing. First one is elevating me from poverty, helping me to enjoy myself, live the baby girl life. The second thing is the ability to help my parents, those around me, my society, my community. Paying school fees for people has been an amazing thing. And also, one of the things that I struggled with growing up was rent. Oh my goodness. When it is time for rent, everybody's mood has changed. Everybody's heart is beating. I thought that landlords were the most wicked people in the world. I thought landlords were wicked and demonic people. Why are they always stressing me, stressing my parents? What's going on? But through the La Buena Vida business, before the age of 30, I got my first house at the age of 29, 28, 20, I think 29. That was when I got my first house. At the age of 29. How many people in their 20s can do that? This one, and actually, I've showed you guys a lot of times. This is actually my second. This is not even my first one. Second, 4-bedroom apartment in the heart of Abuja. Second house. I'm not even going to talk about the other ones that I have done. Because of this business, what will I have done? Where will I have gone? Oh, if you're joking with this, if you're still joking with this business, I don't even know the word. I don't have whatever to tell you because lives are being changed because of this. So that's the second thing that has done for me. Ability to impact lives, change things. But my biggest blessing from this business, my biggest blessing is not the cars I have bought. It's not the houses I have bought. It's not the vacations. It's not helping my parents. My biggest blessing from this business is what? Impact. Impact is the fact that I have downlines who were earning 30, 40, 50K before they joined. And now they're earning 1, 2, 3 million, 500K. They are doing well. The fact that I have downlines who, before they joined the business, they had never traveled out of the country. They had never done anything exciting. Some of them didn't even have international passports. But because of this business, they are traveling on vacations. They are living a good life. They are having an amazing time. For me, this is the biggest impact. The fact that somebody had trekked all their life, they have been trekking, entering keke, using transport. And then because of me joining the business, they're able to buy a car. For me, that's the biggest blessing La Buena Vida has done for me. If you're here, you have a good heart, you want to help people. It's not by going to go and work in an NGO. No. It's not by giving people handouts. Dashing somebody money is not empowerment. No. Until you're able to show them a business that they can do and they can be exactly like you, that is when you know you are actually impacting on their life. And that is what this business has actually done for me. So for me, this is the biggest impact. If you look at this picture, this was one of our trips to eat. I have so many pictures. I just said, let me share this one because it's very special to me. This was when me and my teammates went to Egypt. My downlines, if you look at this picture very well, you will see something special. You will see the young, you will see the old, you will see the middle-aged, you will see different types of people. What does that mean? You will see Christians, you see Muslims, you see all sorts of people. Why is that? Because our business is no respecter of person. Whether you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, you're a jihad, you are whatever, whoever you are, you come in, we accommodate you and we run. Whether you're young, in front, some of the people in front are retired. Whether you're young, you're old, you're middle age, you can make it. Don't let anybody lie to you. Some of these people that came qualified for this trip in just a few months. Some people will tell you, it's only those that come on time. That is a show of ignorance. If you just started the business this year, you can become successful. It doesn't matter when you started. So for me, this is the biggest impact that I have achieved, helping people live the good life. Are we following? So let me go to the second thing I was called to do here because of time. And that is tell you about our philanthropic activities. But first of all, let me read the mission and vision so you understand where we are going to. Okay, what is the mission? To raise 50,000 monthly millionaires in the connected economy and usher in the next generation world changers. What is the vision? Listen to me, please. I want us to all read it together wherever we are. To raise a financially free people who will in turn raise other financially free people who will collectively use their resources and affect the world positively. To raise a financially free people, because you cannot help people if you're not financially free. You cannot pay people's school fees if you're not financially free. Who will in turn help other financially free people who collectively use their resources and affect the world positively. And that is what we have been able to do because of this business. So what are some of the philanthropic activities that we have done? I'm going to just talk about, we've done a lot of things. I'm just going to touch on a few of them, God helping me. The first thing we started with was the Feed the Family Project. We have season 1, season 2, season 3, and all the rest of it. Feed the Family Project. And what did we do? Very simple. First was in season 1, Feed the Family Project. We fed 100 families. I remember that day like it was yesterday, and that one was even within the team. Ambassador Mike came, he did it alone, shared rice, shared oil, all sorts of things. I think that was 2018 or so. It was so amazing. Season 2, Feed the Family Project. We fed 5,000 families. Oh, that was amazing. We did that one in Abuja. Just Abuja alone. That was, I remember it was beautiful. It was an amazing experience, helping people, giving them bags of rice. I'm going to play some videos, don't worry, giving them bags of rice, food, and all of that. And then the next, I think that was in 2019, yes. And then the next one we did was Feed the Family season 3. That was where we fed 50,000 people. I'm going to play the video of that because that was so significant. But this time in season 3, we did it across Nigeria. Across Nigeria, all the 36 states, different states were feeding, helping, doing a lot of things for people. Feed the Family Project, helping them. Oh, it was so amazing. And then season 4, our goal in season 4 is feeding 1 million families. We started this in 2021 and we're doing it up to date, feeding 1 million families. I want to tell you something. If you're making money, you're doing things, and you're not creating an impact, there's a problem.
This long queue
so
of
this is where
potential
we're feeding,
beneficiaries
about 1 million
in
families,
thousands
and
will not deter a resolute 64-year-old
families in Abuja, Lagos, Port Harcourt, different places,
provided
and it was amazing. Because of time, I'm just going to move to the next thing. Number 2, we have the La Buena Vida We Care project, because I'm going to be out of here in the next 3 minutes. We have La Buena Vida We Care project, okay, where we reach out to orphanages, hospitals, and all of that, helping them, doing things for them. The recent one was when we went to the hospital in Atokoro, paying hospital bills for people who could not pay hospital bills and all of that. We're able to do it because of the business. Number 3 thing we do is pay school fees. Paying school fees for children across Nigeria, across the nation. There are people who cannot pay school. There are people who are extremely smart, people who can score the highest in JAM, but because of money, they will die. Because of money, they will die uneducated. They will not go to school. But guess what? Through this business, we've been able to pay school fees for a lot of people, a lot of children and all that. I cannot share the pictures of the people because of for security reasons and to protect their privacy. But I'm going to show you something that happened. Literally, all the G8 leaders are paying school fees for different people in different schools and all. But something happened. There was a particular school that had paid a lot of people. I think I had given them $1 million for school fees and a lot of things. And they were so impressed with what I did that they actually in the school. They actually created a classroom in my name. Can you imagine? They created a classroom in my name. Why? Because of the impact. And all the G8 leaders are helping people paying school fees. All the G leaders, the leaders are doing in all sorts of places. These are the philanthropic activities we're doing. The final one we're going to do is what we call the what? Fuel palliative. The fuel palliative. It is starting tomorrow, 29th of August. We're going to do it tomorrow, 29th of August, and on the 30th of August, 2023. What are we doing? Giving fuel, going to different filling stations, helping people, transporters, giving them fuel and all the rest of it. Guess what? Many NGOs have not done this. Some government agencies have not even done this, but we are doing it, and you are part of it. I'm going to hand over to the next person, but guess what? Ambassador Michael Coley, the founder and president of C2NFG, is going to be coming very soon to share with us, talk about this for palliative more, talk about where we are going to. I beg you, please, nothing should make you leave this meeting until we are done, because I'm seated in my office here waiting for Ambassador Michael to come and address us. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome. So make sure you stay here till the end. Do not go anywhere, okay? Thank you very much, Soap. I'm going to hand over to Pastor Ifeanyi to call up Dr. Elijah, the next person. Thank you so much.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much, Ambassador Ronke. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. These are legacies. Legacies. Thank you so much. Let's give it up. Let's appreciate her. Ladies in the house, men in the house, mothers in the house. Thank you for being the champion for women. God bless you. You know, sometimes, if not that we know ladies that are doing so well here, we'll think that some ladies are, I will not say so that they will not come after me. Thank you so much, Ronke, for what you've done and giving us the guidance. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do it again. Take 5 seconds and repost now. Those of you that are here, somebody sent you the link and you are here. Move forward, pay it forward, pay it forward, pay it forward. Send that link to 5 more people. Send that link to 5 more people. Let's keep increasing this. Let's keep moving it forward, okay? While I make welcome an extraordinary human being, someone I have a lot of respect for, an amazing personality, a leader by all means and measures. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome the phenom, Ambassador Dr. Elijah Udokamba. Let's make welcome the phenom as it takes.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm excited to be here today. It's an amazing time to share what God has been doing in our lives through this amazing opportunity, the Rabona Vida project. I have my story is a little different because I wasn't part of the founding masterminds or leaders of the Rabona Vida project. The project was already the life campaign already started in 6 months. Then I came in. However, when I came in, I'll be sharing some of our success stories. I'll just share my own success story because I don't have time. Just remind us of the success story because we have to keep telling the stories again and again and again. What I've noticed is those who, quote unquote, are lazy and unwilling to do what they should do, those who are waiting for handouts, they're the one talking everywhere, saying all kinds of things. This one did not work for me, this one did not, this one did. While those who are having the results are keeping quiet, they are being coded and being bushy about it, and it is not good for us. So I'll just say a little of my story, a brief version though, then I'll tell us how far the milestone we've achieved so far. Now, when I got connected for myself, we're promised. Okay, I attended the station by Dr. Victor Abbas. You'll be hearing from him immediately after I'm done, or I think the next speaker after I'm done. And then we're promised we're going to have financial freedom. He was doing that presentation. I was looking at him that day. I remember the picture he posted. I was looking for it. I could not find it in this my sense, right? But the picture he posted, what kind of house would you want? This house or this other house, this car or this other car? Then he mentioned vacations and all that, the kind of family you want to raise. So we're promised financial freedom. We're promised time freedom, we're promised health freedom, okay? We're promised our own luxury cars, or we're going to get our luxury cars, our own houses, vacations, and lots more. Guess what? As at that time, I really didn't believe all these things, no. But I just said, what else would I be doing? I wasn't working, doing my job as a doctor, practicing for many years, struggling behind on my bills, could not see the future that I have today. My dream car there was a Toyota Corolla LE, or a Toyota Camry, the one they call Spider, because my then HOD was driving the car, and that was my dream car. And if I could achieve that, that would have been a massive win for me. Then coming here and hearing that you can drive Mercedes-Benz, you can drive BMW, you can drive the Porsche, the thing looked a little weird and unbelievable at first. But however, we got started and started pushing. And guess what? Every promise they made, every promise that was made, fulfilled 100%. 100%. Okay, 100%. If you can hear this type 100% in the chat room. This was me when I got started. Okay, practicing as a medical doctor in this picture I was taken as against our medical center. This picture I was taken in National Hospital. I was also working in Gaiki Hospital, working in Donor Specialized Hospital at the time. This was me somewhere in 2018. Somewhere in 2018, when I just got started about a year thereabout. I think I was already a leader at this time. I owned my own office. So I was so proud of the key. You can see the Honda key there. Okay, and you can see the I don't know if the tailor conspired with poverty to shame me in this picture, but my God has used the picture, for a greater good eventually. Okay, but that was me then. This was the car I was driving then. And this car, we're proud of our car. If you drive this kind of car, you're a big boy, but you can see something by the side, but not very, very conspicuous, but you can see something by the side. It's one of the new cars I eventually now drive. You'll not be seeing that today. And all the trips we were promised, they told we were going to travel to different countries. My first trip outside the shores of Nigeria, I went to the Philippines, went to Dubai. I've been to Dubai now. I've traveled to, Egypt, I've traveled to Seychelles, been to Kenya, went to the World Cup last year. Myself and Moses, went to the World Cup live. Imagine a young man going to the World Cup live, just to go and watch football. I remember when we were going for the World Cup, when we got to the airport, the immigration guys were asking, where are you guys going to? We say, we're going to watch football. They say, how, why, where? How are you going to watch football? Young men like this, people are trying to jackpot. I just give them my international passport. I still got my passport. I've been to 5 different countries this year. If I wanted to jackpot, I would have jackpot since. And come on, if I want to jackpot, it will not be Qatar. There are final places to jackpot to, not this place. I was just going for World Cup. When they look at my passport, the guy asked, what do you do? And I told him straight up, I'm a network marketing professional. I said, He said, that same network marketing, that same networking. I said, oh, so you're one of those people. He said, which people? I said, no problem. I'll tell you about it later. Right now, I have a flight to cash. And that's how we did. So we were able to travel to Singapore this year. It's a place I've always dreamt of. Just told my wife this year. So let's go to Singapore. When we got married, we could not we did our honeymoon, mini honeymoon, one small hotel like that in Benin. But I said this honeymoon is carryover. I'm going to take you to virtually every country in the world, every best place in the world. And we had a planned vacation honeymoon extension. The first honeymoon extension was at Dubai at the Burj Al Arab. I showed you guys the picture. You can see the picture there, Burj Al Arab, the Dubai. That's it. That's what's inside the Burj Al Arab. Okay. The second honeymoon vacation was supposed to be at what they call it now, Maldives. Something happened. We did not continue with the travel, and we just had to discontinue somewhere midway. However, the third honeymoon vacation was in Singapore this year, and when they had an amazing time, that's me and her up here. This was at Singapore. This is their beautiful airport. I think Singapore have the finest airport. The Changi Airport, I think, is the finest airport in the world. I don't know, but I think it is. Okay, this is us at the Universal Studio, and it was an amazing time. And these were the promises made by the La Buena Vida project, and all come to fruition, all of them. This was me before. This is me by God's grace right now. Even though the tummy has reduced a little, I started working on it, but that's what's happening right now. And it's not just about me. I've been able to work with a lot of persons that are super successful today, and not just about just limited to my organization. The general C2FG, a lot of persons that are super successful today. What are the milestones that we've achieved so far? Let me make this very, very brief because I have like 2 more minutes to go. Hard facts. Number one is that we are the fastest growing network marketing group in the world. Go and verify. And then we are the most successful network marketing group with thousands of people making full-time income. I was discussing it with somebody that claimed not to be doing well in the business. The person was not doing well at all. So I said, okay, let's look at it. Put this thing in perspective. How long have you done this business? He said 2 years. What's your total earning in these 2 years? Terrible income. He said 4.8 million. I said, okay, good. I said, let's divide 4.8 million by 2 years. When we were done dividing it, we came to 200,000 a month. I said, how much were you earning before you joined this organization? I said, 35,000 a month. I said, your people that were still working there, how much are they earning? I said, some of them are earning 50K a month. I say, you're not doing amazingly well, but guy, you're doing way better than those people. You can get better. So a lot of people are making full-time income. These are people that are not even happy with their income. A lot of people are making 6 figures, 7 figures. We have 8-figure earners in this business. We have created employment for thousands of people. More people pay their bills through this business than most other organizations in the world. The Feed the Family project, we fed families through this platform. We've created more employment that banks have ever created. Okay, we've been able to regiment an all-regimented system. I can't go deep into this, but you know what I'm talking about. The network marketing system is an all-regimented system. People just come in, do what they want to do, then blame me that the business is not working when they did not work the business. We're able to put together a system that was able to regiment the all-regimented system. We've raised more leaders than any organization I've done in the whole of Africa. You know, part of my greatest win, when people tell me, what are your greatest win in this business? It's not the money eventually. You know, at the time it was the money, but now it's not the money. It's the person I've become in the process. It's this new family that I now have. And I know people like them Ronke, them Mr. Michael, them Dr. Victor, have people like them Tracy, my team, them Imelda, them Mary and others. These people are new people I've now met. These are bonuses from the business. There's no indoor hall in the whole country that can take Arena, not even one. We pulled over 50,000 people in 8 different events in Emerge this year. Okay, we are the only non-governmental organization with the largest number of luxury cars in the whole of Nigeria. If we do a white car parade now, you go choke. And we have taken more people out of the streets and given their lives a meaning more than any organization. We are the largest youth mentoring organization in Africa. The story speaks for itself. And we have well over 1,000 offices nationwide. I'm afraid my time is up, but I'm afraid my time is up. But I can keep going on and on and on and on and on. But I have to pass my back now to Ambassador Sam Ozani. But from the few half hours I've given to you, you can see beyond reasonable doubt that we have gone a long way and we are just beginning. Thank you very much.
Thank you, the Phenom. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the Phenom. Let's give it up for the Phenom. Thank you so much for refreshing our minds and showing us the real success, showing us things that could happen to anybody who really decides and wants to make this happen. All right. Thank you. Let's give him up. Let's give him some emojis. Now, while I make welcome another Yuroko, this man, oh my goodness, he was one of the people that really guided me at the initial time when I started the business. And ladies and gentlemen, without encroaching into his time, let's make welcome Ambassador Dr. Victor Shiftimde Abalson. Let's bring him up. I know he's waiting on the wings. Dr. Abalson.
Oh, wow. Good morning to each and every one of you here. Good morning to the family. I appreciate each and every one of you that are listening to me. I'm sure you all can see me. First of all, I want to appreciate God Almighty for his mercy, for his grace, for making us go this far in this journey of freedom. And I must say that it is only him that all this glory should be given to, because if not because of God, I don't even know where my life would have been today. And I want to say another thing. I want to appreciate God also for using somebody like Ambassador Michael Okoli to pivot this great vision, which has gone so far. It has gone so far across the world, and it is still expanding across the generation. I must let you know, picking us from where we are for this great journey, it is something I kept on asking myself, God, why did you choose me? Because my life in the past is not a story you wanted to hear. But I must let you know that I started from zero ground. I moved from zero ground, and now today I am living the life of luxury, the life of impact, the life of success, not just about me, but about so many people that have been transformed through this great vision. Lots of people are monthly millionaires through this vision, but that was the same person that was a security man in the street I was living. The same person. That was the same person that was selling crayfish inside the market. Today, he's a millionaire mentor, raising thousands of people. To God be the glory. You know, most of the success we kept on talking about it. Most people don't want to understand it, get it clear. Now, people kept on asking, wow, you people are successful. You people are successful. You people have done a lot of things. What is the structure behind this success? What is the structure behind this structure? I'm going to run quickly. Let me just let people know the structure that made us be successful. Follow me carefully on this. I'm going to try and be fast because I have very minimal time to unveil this. The structure behind our success. I'm sure you all can see the screen. Now we have, I'm going to break it in 7 places. The 7 places on the structure behind the success. Number 1 is what? We created a system. We created a system. That system we created is what made it that anybody that is starting can have a base ground to start. The structure behind the success. First thing is we created a system. That is it. We created a system. With the system, whoever that is coming into this business can have something to point at. You can have something to look at from your starting point to the closing time. Once you are close into the business, there's a system we follow. Guess what? We equally have how you can prospect. To give an instance, when somebody is coming in, contact, recommendation, questionnaire, BAI, home launch, all these things. When somebody have finally registered, what is the next step? Getting that person started. That is a system. We created a system to make this happen. Once you start the business, immediately next thing you do is you run your IPO, quick starter guide. Most of the network marketing, you know, they hardly have this type of a thing. That's the first structure. Then the second structure behind our success is that we created a leadership ranking. The leadership ranking. What do I mean? For the leadership ranking, once you start, whenever a newly connector just joined in the business, guess what happened? We show them that there's a ranking you must follow to grow up to the next realm of the business. So, and we all have respect for this leadership position. Give an instance, you just started, you became a partner. From partner, if you attend your IPO quick starter guide, you become an imagine what? Active partner. After attending IPO quick starter guide, then after that, once you sign up 1%, apply to be an what? Active partner. You can apply and become an active partner. After onboarding, from active partner, you enter leadership position, which is number 1, Kingsman. That is it. From Kingsman position, you move to emerging cell leader. From emerging cell leader to what? Cell leader, the higher ranking of position. From cell leader, you can move to emerging global leader. From emerging global leader to you get to the highest ranking, which is what? Global leader. These are the leadership position we created. That's the second structure that binds us to grow to the level we are. Then the third structure is what? We have growth and income ranking. It's not just doing the business and making money and making money. What is your ranking in growth and income? So in the growth, in the ranking, we have connectors. Somebody wants Challenge 36 connector. We have Amazon ambassador. We have our 500 Fortune 500 for people that started making over 500 Naira monthly. And you started making it for 3 consecutive months. We have monthly millionaire where you start making over 1 million Naira monthly. And then we have 2 Comma Club, where you start making, they have made over 1 million Naira for 3 consecutive months. And then from 2 Comma Club, when you start mentoring millionaire mentor, start mentoring people. This is what? Income ranking we created. And then the fourth one is that we have what? Organizational structure. We have a due process. There is an organization and process how things are done. What do I mean by that? You cannot just jump from this person, just like somebody that is in down the generation. You just jump to meet me, or you jump to meet Ambassador Michael Okoli. No, we have a due process and we equally follow this. And everybody in the team are assigned to specific reservation code. So that's why you can stay here and invite somebody in another location and nobody will steal your code. Every mastermind has a specific reservation code, which directs anybody in the team that is joining. Another one is that we ensure that office activities are assigned to designated leaders. These are due process we follow, and registration and encoding of new connectors are done based on the assigned leader. You don't just come, I want to register, just like other people that are doing the business. Anybody can just do the registration, but guess what? We have we are organized and we have a due process, and then we're also picking up the product. The leaders in the team helps to get that for you. That's number 4th one. Then the 5th structure we created is what? Leadership accountability. When I'm talking about leadership accountability, I'm talking about that we ensure that our leaders are regimented on the activities they do. So if you're a leader and you cannot give an account of what you do. What type of leader are you? So there is an accountability going on, talking about daily mode of operation, key performance indicator, daily and monthly or weekly income tracker to track your income. Accountability is in process. Then the sixth one is individual commitment. We ensure that whoever comes into the business have an individual commitment. Talking about that, we ensure that our partner chooses your level of commitment in the business. So if you are listening to me now and you don't even know your level of commitment, it simply means you don't even know where you are. Talking about individual commitments, we have people that start the business in spare time, part-time, full-time. My question to you is, which one are you? Are you doing the business spare time or part-time or full-time? Of course, people that will grow in the next level are the people that are running it part-time and full-time. Then the seventh one is what we have office gradings. All our offices are graded in different rankings: 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, and 5-star, platinum hub. These are the things that made us to get to the level we are. Once again, before you go, I'm sure you are waiting for the president to speak because it's coming in a very short while. God bless each and every one of you. I appreciate you so much. Let me hand over to my
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for keeping to time. God bless you. Thank you so much, guys. Let's give it up for Dr. Victor. Let's give it up for Dr. Victor. Thank you, the unstoppable force. Thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do the assignment again. Take that post, send that link. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, quickly, while I make welcome the Achiever's mentor. That is Ambassador Vini Onyedikachi Mosu. Let's make welcome Ambassador Vincent as he takes his seat and of course gives us the future. What does the future hold for us? Thank you, Dr. Victor, while I make welcome Ambassador Vini.
Okay, sorry about that. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, let me know, please. I want to be sure. You can hear me, yeah?
Loud and clear.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. So it's the story of that banker who struggled so much that he didn't know exactly what to do next. Tried a couple of things, hoping that something comes out of the bank. It became very clear that staying in the bank, answering yes sir and other, wearing suit and tie, with everybody hoping that everything becomes fine, never really became fine. So I came to my defining moment when a customer broke my head with a school fees he wanted to pay of £35,000. That was the deal breaker for me. That was the deal breaker for me, and it changed the way I saw things. And I started working on this with the mentorship provided by our able leader, Ambassador Michael. And God's grace, everything changed tremendously. Now, because it made sense to me to be part of this initiative because of the drive that this organization has, because of the reason why they are doing the business, the vision that drives the business. It was that vision that made it so much sense to me that I could be part of a big thing that could benefit the world, a big thing that other people could be part of, to raise a financially free people who would in turn raise other financially free people who will now together collectively use their resources, not to punish the world, not to show them I have arrived, but to impact them positively. This made so much sense to me. And I know some of us have been here for a while, maybe a month, a year or so, but we've been thinking, can we ever achieve the results that these G8 members have achieved, that these monthly millionaires, maybe you are 3 months in the business and you're wondering, is that possible? Let me share with you part of where we are going to. Because if you understand what the future holds for us, you will be super excited that you are part of this vision. So I want you to be very, very happy, excited, in fact, grateful to God and to the person who recommended you to this business. What the future holds is unimaginable. So be happy because you are the next big thing that is happening to our world. I tell you, those that are in this business currently are going to become abundantly rich. Oh, goodness me. If you wake up in the morning and the reason you go out to do what you've got to do is no longer because of money, but because you are on this leg, activities are flourishing. These activities are flushing, left, right, center, back and forth. Things are happening. Oh, goodness me. You will be super happy and blessed to be part of this and stay on to it till the next place we are going to, because the next things that are happening in this business is like unimagined. It will be like a dream come true. Looking at some of the things we've been able to achieve now, it becomes so clear that we never even saw it this big. Yeah, we know we'll be wealthy, we'll break grounds and all that. I bet to many of the G8 leaders, it may be only a Pastor Mike that saw where we were exactly going to. And I tell you, a lot of towns, communities, Nigeria, Africa, the world as a whole, we know that something is happening. To you, who is part of this vision, who is going to stay to the next big things that will happen, let me tell you this. It is not important. It doesn't matter anymore what people have said about you, what they thought about you, what they thought you could achieve, become, or do. But I tell you, if you stay on this path while working with us, the tomorrow you're going to see in this business will make you become that Jesus of the Nazareth that they said nothing will come out of it, that nothing good come out of this Nazareth. I tell you, towns will be empowered, boreholes will be sunk, hospitals with improved healthcare will be provided, people will have the opportunity to attend schools with improved curriculum that prepares students for the world. Not schools that teach people to go and look for jobs that mess up their life, but with improved curriculum. And guess the people that will do these things? You and me. You listening to the sound of my voice, you who is on this journey right with us, you are the one that is going to participate with us. We make these things happen and then contribute. Look at what we're about to do. That people who we are better than, not because we have made all the money in the world, but where our minds have gone, where our minds are focused, we can tell people, come, put your car, let's put fuel for you. Put your motorcycle, put your keke, let's help you, even if it's for one day. And I tell you, great new projects are coming up. Just like the Amazon project has empowered women in Nigeria, it is going in a bigger form, taking African women and giving them the right, the power to be financially more than they are currently. Financially stable, financially big, that they can achieve something amazing for themselves. Projects are coming up for the aged, projects are coming up for the younger generations, for the Gen Zs, projects more directed specifically to these sectors of the economy, so that together our future will be that of bliss, of enjoyment and fun, where we have all around us the great things that we desire for our life. And we're talking about the going into the real estate division
And Pastor Ranke shared with us some of the things that she has started doing in real estate. Come on, guys, you can be the next. You are the next, actually. You are the next person who is owning the next house, the next big house, who is also beginning to participate in real estate, who is going to have people pay you rent. Yes, you grow beyond that because that's where we are going to. I want you to know that in the next few years, ladies and gentlemen, this organization you see will become that vehicle, that avenue that turns the things that we are struggling to have, that we see as luxuries, into big things. The things you see and go and tap anointing, I tap anointing on this car, will become luxury. Wake up in the morning and you'll be like, which one should I even go out with? Today, I feel like, in fact, let me fly. Where is my jet? You just call your captain and he takes you there. That's where we are going to. And all I can tell you is this, BPJ. I want you to type in the chat room, BPJ. That's all I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen. What does BPJ mean, you may be asking? Be part of the journey. Be left out. Be part of the journey. Don't go lukewarm. No matter what you're going through, BPJ, be part of the journey. Because where we are going, ladies and gentlemen, is unimaginable. As the entrepreneur mentor comes up on announcement, please, ladies and gentlemen, listen to what he has to share with us, which is of our own way, contributing meaningfully to the world around us. Thank you very much. I love you all, and I want to see you being part of the journey. Back to you, Ambassador Ifeanyi. Thank you very much.
My goodness, my goodness. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Dr. Vinny, Ambassador Vinny Musu. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, I can't be riotously dressed while trying to bring in the entrepreneur mentor. You know, those of you that are law students, you understand what it means to be riotously dressed. If you're not on black, white, you know, it means you are riotously dressed. Ladies and gentlemen, before I bring in the big masquerade, I want us to give this a final push. Let's give this a final push. Let's send out the link. Send to 10 people. Let's promote this again. You are in different groups. Send, I mean, everybody in that group, just send. Keep sending, keep sending, keep sending, keep sending. Thank you so much, Ambassador Vinny, for bringing out the crescendo shortly before we bring in the entrepreneur mentor. The entrepreneur mentor is already waiting in the wings. He's already here. He's already seated. I can see him where he is right now. So before I bring him in, please, we cannot afford to bring him in. And I'm looking at the number here. The number here is not it, is not it at all. Let's promote this in our groups. Send this to your groups. Send this to your groups. Send this to, I wanted to say, send it to those groups where you are. If you've ever shown this business to anybody, send it to the person. Send it to that family member. Send it to all those people that are asking you, does this work or not? Send this. Send it. Let them see what we are doing. Send it immediately. We have 30 seconds left. Have 30 seconds left. Send it, send it, send it. I want him to come here and meet a full house. We cannot afford to fall our hands, guys. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Quickly, 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 quickly. Let's do this. Guys, let's do this. Please, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. Let's do this. Come on, come on. Let's do this. Let's do this. As we welcome him. 25 seconds more. 25 seconds more. 25 seconds more. 22 seconds more. Quickly. I'm going to bring him in anytime now. I'm going to bring him in. Guys, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this, guys. 15 seconds more. 15 seconds more. 15 seconds more. 15 seconds. Forward, forward, forward. Send to individuals, send to groups. Just let everybody come here. Whatever you need to do, let everybody in your team be here present because they need to hear this from him. All right? Quickly, quickly, let everybody in your team show up here. Let everybody in your team show up here. 10 seconds more. 10 seconds more. We're counting down. We're counting down now. We're counting down now. We are counting down right now. We are counting down. We are counting down. We are counting down. 3 seconds more. 2 seconds more. 1 second. Thank you so much, all of you that did what I asked you to do while I stand upon the existing protocol to welcome the man, the legend, the incredible, the amazing, the indefatigable. No other leader could your leader ever be, as in, can your leader ever be this amazing? Ladies and gentlemen, G8 members, all the nations, join me as I make welcome the champion, the wealth creator, the legend, the achiever, the unstoppable, the star, the visionary, none other, the champion, none other than the amazing, our own ambassador, Dr. Michael Kanayo Okoli. Let's put it together for him, guys. Let it go. Let's put it together. The emojis, everything, guys, as he addressed.
All right. Confirm you can hear me. Confirm you can see me. Good
Loud
everyone.
and clear, sir. Loud and clear.
Okay. All right. Good everyone, and welcome to our combined C2NFG Super Monday Summit meeting. And I look at the vision. I look at the vision, and I begin to ask myself, what have we done? I look at the successes of this vision, and I begin to ask myself, what have we done? What exactly have we done? I see where we're coming from, and I see where we are right now. I see how far God has brought us. When Ambassador Kelechi was talking about the journey so far, I was almost moved to tears. And I want to use this opportunity to return all the glory to God. I want to return all the glory to God. It is only God that has brought us this far. I remember the challenges we faced, just like a baby that wanted to be aborted, just like a baby that wanted to be miscarried. I remember how the challenges were coming so that this vision could be aborted, so that this vision could be miscarried. The devil saw the lives that this vision was going to have. The enemy saw the goal, the dreams that this vision was going to bear. And he did everything to nip it in the bud, to miscarry it. But God stood on our side and helped us bear this vision. I want to return all the glory to God for bringing us thus far. Do you know how many people this vision is feeding? Do you know how many people that are paying their children's school fees because of this business? Do you know how many people that are paying their rent because of this vision? Do you know the thousands of people that earn a full-time income because of this business? There are some people listening to me, you can't imagine your life without the income from this business. You can't even imagine it. It's unimaginable. Look at how the country is. In a country like this, we're believing God to get us better. Imagine how difficult lives would have been for people, for your family members, for your loved ones, for your teammates, for relatives, if not for this vision. There's some people making 200,000, 300,000, and they're like, I'm not doing well. I need to make 1 million. I'm making 400K. I'm making 180. But imagine if not that we stayed with this vision. Imagine how hard and difficult life would have been. And I give all the glory and credit to God. And I thank all the G8 leaders, all the masterminds, all the leaders that are working hand to hand to make sure that this vision is a reality. I look at it, I'm almost brought to tears. The strides we have done. When I remember the challenges we have, and today I see the blessing of this vision. I'm moved to tears. What I also see, apart from the blessing of this vision, is the hope that this vision is giving to people. The hope that this vision is giving to people. The hope that one day it will be well for me. One day I can drive my car. One day I can drive my loss. One day I can live the good life. The hope that if this person can do it, I can do it. I was a banker working from a cubicle in the bank. with salary, with salary that even though the world was like, oh, this is a good salary, but it was salary that finished before the month ended. I was a broke banker. Couldn't live on my dreams. Couldn't affect the world the way I wanted to. I would see a lot of people in pain. I'd see a lot of people in need. I would want to help them, but my account balance was not helping me. I remember the day I looked at somebody, I was like, I really want to help you. I really want to make a change in your life. But when I checked my salary, it couldn't even help me. My salary couldn't help me. How could it help another person? But today, we've been able to help people around the world. That is what the vision is. They hope that one day I can help people. One day I can make a lot of money. One day I can be successful. They hope. You know what hope does? Hope gives you a reason to live. A lot of people are dead today because there is no hope. This vision gives people hope. They can see their leader. They can see their team lead. They can see their GA leader. They can see the president. They can see. I started like every one of you started. I started this business just like every one of you. I didn't have anything handed over to me. And I built a massive leverage business. You listening to me can do it. That is the hope that this business offers. Will it be easy? Never said it's going to be. I never said it was easy. It wasn't easy for us. It wasn't easy for me. But the hope is that if I did it, you too can do it. You know what people are lacking? People are tired of false hopes. But this business can give you a hope that you can see. Some of us, you can feel it. You can already see it. Some of us, you can see leverage. Somebody told me last month, he said, do you know that I didn't recruit anybody? And I was 2 months ago, I didn't recruit and I made 1.something million. You can already see leverage. Oh, the person can see. You see, some of us can see that hope. What got me to where I am? I saw, within my 3rd month or so in this one, I saw myself making money. Oh, I could make this money. I could make 100K. I could make 150K. It was tiny hope. My first month in this industry, what I made was 39,000 naira. I was in the bank, I had a salary, and I made extra 39,000 naira. And I said, wait a minute, wait. There's a possibility I can make, if I could make 39,000 naira, there's a possibility I can make 49,000. There's a possibility I can make 69,000. It kindled hope. I saw people making way more. And that hope drove me. The second month I made 100-something thousand. I was like, wow, it is that hope that fine-tunes us to live our dreams. That's what this business gives to us. Just like when you got to school, oh, I can become a graduate. Oh, it's possible. And this business gives us that hope. The third thing this vision does, apart from giving us the hope that we can dream again, is to give us happiness. What do I mean by it? Somebody says, how can you be happy? Money does not buy happiness. But have you ever seen the joy that comes from helping other people become happy? Money does not give happiness, but money can buy happiness. How does money buy happiness? Go to that child that has not eaten anything and buy food for that child. You will see the glow and the happiness in the face of that child. You will become happy. Go to that family that their children have not gone to school for 1 year because of school fees. And another session is starting by next month. And they can't even see how they're going to pay the school fees of their kids. Call that family, call that parent and say, I'm going to put these kids on scholarship, and see the happiness that will come out from those people. You will become happy. It is only a witch that is sad when other people are happy. It's only a witch that is angry when other people are happy. This vision makes people happy. It makes you happy by making other people happy. The kind of happiness that comes when you see your teammates fulfilled. They say somebody that was squatting, all of a sudden through this business, the person now has his own house and is telling you, thank you for your mentorship. Thank God for coming in contact with you. You could see the happiness on that person's face. You will become happy. If you don't become happy when you're making other people happy, I suggest that you go for exorcism. Go to your church, go to your mosque, ask your imam or your pastor, please cast out one devil in me. Maybe I'm a witch, I don't know. When people are happy, I'm not happy. When I see people smiling, I'm not smiling. When I see a young child excited because I paid the school fees, I'm angry. When I see my teammates making money, I'm angry. I think I need some level of exorcism because it's not normal. Maybe I'm a witch or trying to become a witch. Deliver me, you need deliverance. This vision brings happiness to people. They feel the family project. If you were not happy when you saw those old women dancing, like I'm telling you, I didn't show these videos. When you saw the old women dancing and jubilating because they were eating rice for the first time, we're feeding 5-star, we're feeding 1 million families. If that does not make you happy, then you need to check whether you're flying at night. What does this business do? What does this vision do? It makes you see fulfillment and happiness in other people. But guess what? Anything that chooses to do good, there has to be challenges. You'll be a fool to think you want to create a positive change in the world and you will not be attacked. There will not be challenges. It's not fair. I mean, it's not right. Check all the people. Check Martin Luther King. Check all the heroes. Check the Master Jesus. Check Muhammad. Check all the people that have come to this world to chart a path of this world is an evil world. So if you come to chart a path of good, there will be challenges. People want to say, no, you're not doing it. People want to attack it. You become people's enemy. Just because you're doing good. I read somewhere in the Holy Book where they said that as in Jesus came and said, is this not the son of the carpenter? And his brothers and sisters are not here with us. Is it not this? Is it not this? Why is he doing all these mighty works? And they became offended in him. Just because he was doing something good, they just became offended. They just hated him. They just rejected him. If you want to do something good, expect rejection, expect challenges, expect all those things. But guess what? It is those challenges that give you the victories that are sweet. You can't experience it. Listen to me. Write this down. There is no sweetness of victory without the challenges of battle. There is no sweetness of victory without the challenges of battle. What makes victories very sweet is because of what you have to undergo to achieve the victory. And I'm speaking to everybody listening to the sound of my voice, and you're in this business. Those battles that you're facing, those challenges that you're facing, are the things that will make your victory sweet. The last World Cup finals between Argentina and France was the most hilarious, the most exciting. Why? If Argentina was cruising 2-0, no. But the challenges of France coming back, Mbappe that could not even score is now on that day. Is now scoring hat-trick. It couldn't help his team PSG win Champions League. It's on that day he now wants to help France. Messi will score, he will equalize. Messi will score, he will equalize. It was like, will it happen again? Will it happen again? The battles, the challenges. I've come this far. I've come so close. I was leading 2 goals. How come it's 2-2? I'm now leading 3-2. How come they're equalizing? Who is this Mbappe? I thought we were teaming. The challenges made the victory so sweet. The challenges of facing in the business, the challenges we all face as a division, it is what makes the victory so sweet. I know people that will say, I want victory without battles. No, it won't be sweet. If you're doing something meaningful, it will be sweet. But I will tell you something, that the vision is on appointed time. The vision is on appointed time. Wait for it, it will come. What is the vision? As the vision said, we're going to come to a point where we're financially free. People have tested it. You can be financially free. You can help other people become financially free. The basic things that are luxury to people become basic to you. You have your own house, you have your own cars, you're traveling around the world, you're helping people. We're building boreholes across the country. we're building orphanages, we're giving scholarships. We say the vision is to build financially free people who in turn build and raise other financially free people so that collectively we can use our resources to affect the world positively. The same way we did with the Feed the Family Project, the same way we did with hospital visitations, we can do that on a larger scale. The vision is from a point, and I'm going to tell you this. If the vision is from God, don't bother fighting it. You can't stop it. If this vision is the smart imagination, maybe a group of people just came together and say, okay, let's come together and just devise something and just say this. If it's originating from men, then it takes the power of man to keep it. And Pastor Nico says something, well, we're going after the vision, not money. If this vision is the figment of man's imagination, leave all those ones, no problem. We could gather people, we could use sweet mouths, we could just conjure them. If it's the figment of man's imagination, I don't want to be part of it. Yeah, I've made money. I don't need to be talking to you. The other way is to make money. But if this vision is originating from God, if we're just vessels that God is using to make the lives of other people better, to affect the world positively, then stop God if you want to stop it. You're not fighting, fight God. Because the vision is for an appointed time. It will surely come to pass. Every single thing, just like Ambassador Elijah said, everything that was sold on you, listen to me and you can write this down. When you attended our presentation, every dream that was sold on you is a possibility. If only you can wait for it. It's a vision is appointed, it's for an appointed time. Wait for it, even though it tarries. Wait for it, it shall come to pass. Sometimes, as the vision is tarrying, people are quitting. No, the vision must come to pass. But the thing is that sometimes it may tarry. When it's tarrying, it may look like, oh, this is not coming to pass. Oh, somebody just sent me a message. But this is not what they told us. So this is not what they told us. So they said by now I should be making my million. All these things are the waiting stages. Because freedom will not be handed over to you on a platter. But tarry, wait for it. Please go to the chat box, tarry. Go to the chat box, type wait for it. Even though it tarries, wait for it. Even though it's delayed, wait for it. Even though it's not looking like what they told you, wait for it, because I can assure you it will come to pass. That thing that you saw, that life that you saw, that good life that you saw, you will have it if you wait for it, if you don't give up, if you don't quit, if you embrace the challenges, if you embrace the obstacles, if you continue. Go to the chat box and type wait for it, even though it tarries. You see, we need to ask God for the gift of waiting. A lot of people are supposed to be in this meeting, but they can't wait. Oh, my data is finishing. They log out and they miss it. A lot of people are supposed to be in this business, but they can't wait. Waiting is a gift. Waiting is a gift. Please go to the chat box and say, wait for it. Wait for it. Because if you can't wait for it, you won't see it come to pass. There are people listening to me. Today, you would have been a monthly millionaire in this business. But you couldn't wait. You just couldn't wait. There are people that saw this vision 2-3 years ago. They experienced the normal obstacles every legendary vision should experience. But they couldn't wait. Get rich quick scheme. They want to make the money fast. If you think this is a get rich quick scheme, then you're in the wrong business. You have to wait. You have to put in the work. You have to be persistent. You have to be resilient. You have to be committed. You have to wait for it. You must wait for it. But I have good news. If you wait for it, it will come to pass. So the vision is for an appointed time. Even though it started, wait for it, but it must surely come to pass. Oh God, it must, if you're listening to me, if you can wait for the vision, if you can stick in there, if you can refuse to quit, oh, they've not given products, oh, just wait for it. Just wait for it. The products will come. Just wait for it. The money will come. I'm inviting people that are not signing up. Everybody's attacking me. Just wait for it. It's what the devil does is to make you too impatient. And just like in the days of the gold rush, People that were digging for gold, just 3 meters to hit the gold, they turned back. The darkest night is just before the rising money. When it becomes so hard, when it becomes so bearable, that's the breaking point. Wait for it. Wait for it. It shall come to pass. That thing that you saw in your mind, the vision to live a good life, the vision to help your teammates, the vision to become financially free, it is not about you. The person that brought the vision will make it come to pass. But if you can't wait for it, if you can't wait for it, if you can't wait for it, you will not see it come to pass. In the midst of the challenges, wait for it. Tell your neighbor, go back and type, wait for it. Wait for it. Stick in there. Stick in there. Be there. Do the trainings. Continue. You see, let me tell you something. The secret to having this vision, let me tell you the secret. If you want this vision of financial freedom, helping other people, contributing to the world, if you want it to come to pass, I'm going to give you the secret. It's very simple. And that's what has worked for me. When you burn the bridge, when you tell people, when you tell yourself, you see this vision, there's no going back. I must capture this vision. I must get the reason why this vision was sent. When you remove plan B, plan C, and you burn the bridge, you get to the vision. When you make up your mind, I am not going to quit. I remember those days in school. We'll start a semester. One course will be so difficult. This course, like everybody's going to put, I can't even understand this course. I'm reading the course, I can't even understand what the lecturer is saying. I can't understand the handouts. But guess what? Exam is coming. I cannot carry over this course. I'm not going to drop out. I cannot have an extra carryover. And when you burn the bridge and you look at that course again, this course is me and you today. I must understand you. The course opens up for you. That's what happens to the vision. There will be challenges to make you give up. But if you don't give up, you will go up. And lastly, how do you become part of the vision? Separate yourself from the crowd. Separate yourself from the crowd. How do you separate it? Now, I'm going to say this. How do you separate yourself from the crowd? How do you separate yourself from the masses? Jump to the other side. There are two kinds of people in the world. We have the people that are giving out, and have the people that are receiving. There are two opposite sides of the divide. We have the people that are giving, and on the giving end. We have the people that are on the receiving end. We have the people that are baking the cake for others to eat. We have the people that are eating the cake that others have baked. Choose where you're going to go. We have the people that are providing jobs for others to take. We have the people that are looking for jobs that others are providing. Choose. Choose where you belong. It does not matter your status. You can make a choice to move from the receiving end to the giving end. And that is why the vision of C2FG, the vision of the panel, the vision of this group is to raise financially free people who also raise other financially free people so that together we can collectively affect the world positively. Tomorrow and next tomorrow, there's an opportunity for you to switch the role. If you have been on the receiving side, if you have been on the people eating the cake, it is an opportunity for you to switch. The vision, listen to me. Somebody say, I need money. No, the vision is to raise people that give out. But I don't have anything now. Switch from the people receiving to the people giving. The hand receiving is always under. The hand giving is always on top. Switch. Somebody say, make the switch. Somebody say, make the switch. Type it, make the switch. If you are under, make the switch, become the giver. If you are the receiver, make the switch, become the giver. If you are the one eating the cake, make the switch, become the one baking the cake. If you are the employee, make the switch, become the employer. You can make the switch. It doesn't matter, I don't have money, I need to be giving. No, you don't need to have money. Just make the switch, just turn. Say from today, I don't have, but I will give. Everybody has. The woman said, I don't have anything except a pot of oil. Everybody has that pot of oil. There's something that you have. I don't have anything, but I have water. Take that water, go and give to somebody. I don't have anything except for this urgent 2K. From that 2K, take 100 naira, give to a beggar. That is the vision. Life is not about what you can take, it's about what you can give. Make the switch. Make the switch. Make the switch. Become the giver. Become the giver. Become the baker. Don't be eating the cake. Be part of the few people that give up. No, he's talking like that because he has money. He's wearing the Fender jacket. He has money. No, I didn't get to this place like this. I got to this place by making the, even when I didn't have. The first with the family project, I didn't have so much, but I was making the switch. When God says that you're ready to become a conduit pipe, he makes you a channel. That's what you don't understand. When the owner of the vision says, this one is ready to align with the vision, he's ready to be given out. It's, let me tell you something, if you quit this vision, it's because he didn't say, if you quit this, it's people that quit this business, I'm no longer, and they quit this business because they came to this business looking for money. They came to see what they can get. They came to see what they can receive. They didn't come to see what they can give out. They didn't come to see what they can help out. They didn't come with other people at the back of their mind. This vision is about other people. It's not about you. Who can I help? Who can I bless? Whose life can I change? Who can I impact? It doesn't matter if you don't have anything. I didn't have much. I was broke when I started this business. I was broke. I was working in the bank, but I was broke. But my heart was, who can I help? Who can I help? And I made the switch. Not when I had money, when I didn't have anything. When God saw their heart, he said, God, this person has a heart for helping other people. This person has a heart of a giver. When God saw it, he said, okay, come, let me bless you so that you can give more. You had 10,000 naira, you are giving 1,000 naira. If I give you 100,000, you will give 10,000. If I give you 1 million, you will give 100,000. Come, God is looking for men and women who will make the switch, who will become the giver, who will be used as a pipe, as a conduit pipe for him to channel his blessing. There's some people that are looking for God. There's some people that God is looking for. God is looking for those that have made the switch. This vision is about making the switch. It's not about quitting on your teammates. Oh, it is hard. It is hard. I'm quitting because you're considering yourself. You're thinking about yourself. You're thinking about yourself. That's why you're quitting. You're not thinking about your teammates. You're not thinking about how you can help the world. I don't want to make so much money. The money is not about you. Make the money. Make the money that can help other people that cannot make the money. Some people that can never do our business. There's some people in the IDP camps. There's some sick people. They can never do our business. Make the money. Do the business for you and them. Make the money. If you're making extra 1 million naira, use 300K. Go to a village. Dig a borehole for them. Go to hospitals. Pay. Just make the money for them. Don't think about yourself. Quitters are selfish people because they're thinking, it's hard on me, it's hard on me. Somebody say, do you know my friends are calling me this? You are thinking about yourself. For once, look outside yourself and look to another person. Make the switch. Make the switch. Turn it. It's not about you. The GA leaders sometimes have sleepless nights. It's not about us. It's not about the people. The vision is about to reach. Tomorrow and next tomorrow, we'll have an opportunity to make that switch. The whole of City Energy, those La Buena Vida, we're doing La Buena Vida cares tomorrow. We're going to filling stations and we're helping the poor palliative. Fuel is at 617 naira per liter. It is crazy for some people. Some people are trekking to work. Some people, their business depends on fuel. Some people cannot go to their businesses. We're going to go outside there, all over Nigeria, across all the filling stations, as many as we can reach, and begin to give free fuel to people. I don't have money. No, make the switch. I don't have a car. Make fuel somebody that has a car. Fuel somebody that has a keke. Fuel somebody that has a bike. And make the switch. God will look at your heart. This person didn't have money. He even trekked, but the little money, his lunch, he sacrificed his lunch so that somebody's life can be better. Make the switch. Make the switch. Go, it's very simple. All the team lists, ask your team leads, which filling station are we going to? Which filling station are we going to? Come out with the La Buena Vida t-shirts. Come out with, we have the stickers. If you don't get your La Buena Vida t-shirts, it's going to be Tuesday and Wednesday. We're going to be going out helping people. It's not like we'll have all the money, but we're ready to help. We're ready to make the switch. We're ready to give. And I challenge everyone listening to the sound of my voice. That is the vision. To reach out to people, to affect the world positively. Don't be here complaining. Government is this government is this. No, don't be here complaining. Give out the little you can give out. The little you can give out. Help people. Help people. Help people. Help people. Help people. Don't be saying this government and this economy and No, even you are an economy. Help somebody out there. Help somebody down there. Tomorrow, the joy you will see on people's faces. Somebody came. As people are coming to that filling station tomorrow, most of them don't even know how much will I buy now. They have about 500 naira. They're going to buy full of 500 naira. That's how people. That is the kind of people go to buy. They're buying full of 1,000 naira. They're buying full of 1,500 naira, and they are thinking, "Oh God, this 1,500 naira." And they get there, and you tell them, "Hold on, I am buying for you," and they're like, "What? Really? God answers. Christmas has come early. Salah has come early," and they are happy. Make them happy. So I encourage everybody. Find out from your GA leader. Find out from your team lead. Where are we going? Even if you don't have the Labana Vida t-shirt, come with a sticker. Just come out and say, yes, with Labana Vida cares. We'll care about you. We want to subsidize. It's not like we're making all the money in the world. It's not like we have a lot. We don't have so much, but we have a heart that cares for people. We have a heart that understands. You see, you cannot say, listen to me as I round up. You cannot open your mouth and say that you don't feel the impact of this forced subsidy removal in the lives of Nigerians. You cannot say you don't feel it. You can, even you that is buying for you, feel everybody feel it. But tomorrow, there's an opportunity for you to go out and be the light that everybody wants to see. Be the light that everyone wants to see. Tuesday and Wednesday, contribute the money, give out your money, make the switch so it can be the light that people want to see. My time is up. I just want to say this is from Mr. Michael Okoli, President. I love you all, and together we will get to this vision. Go out tomorrow and next tomorrow and make the switch. Thank you very much. I have to keep the time as the leader as well. Love you. Take care.
Wow. Thank you so much, boss. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. What do we say? What do we say to our Ambassador Michael Okoli? What do we say to him? We appreciate you, boss. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you for being there. Thank you for who you are. And guys, this is it. This is it. Make the switch. Make the switch. Make the switch. That's all I can say. Why? Because the hand of the giver is always on top. Blessed is he who gives than he who receives. You understand? Because more is going to come to you. They say that there are people who scatter it and yet they prosper the more. And there are people who withhold and then they withhold unto poverty. Give and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed and shaken together and running over. Shall men be under command to give to you? So what do you say? It's an opportunity for you to be a blessing. It's an opportunity for us to be a blessing. Write your names in the annals of history, a bit of history. So that when we are talking about the feeding the 500, the 5,000, the 50,000, the 1 million, your name will also count. That the We Care project we have, Labana Vida Cares, the fuel palliative, you were there. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a wrap. It's going to be a wrap. Earlier on, I mentioned that we're going to take the Muslim prayer. I don't know if Dr. Umar is here. Dr. Umar, if you are here, please kindly give us a prayer so that we'll bring this to an end. If it's not here, any other person? If not, we're working with time so that I can end the meeting. Is he here? Okay, it's not here. All right, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Please be prepared for tomorrow. Go out there. You're going to have further instructions from your leaders. You go out there and make this count. God bless you all. This is Ambassador Sam Wazani, the Bootstrap Entrepreneur, signing out. Take care and bye-bye for now.